All right, everybody, welcome to the porch. We're on the back porch here at my house on the porch. Nick Earnshaw, Doug Statsuk from BFA Sports. You can watch today's live watch party from my porch on the BFA YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, and on the X platform. Phillies going for the sweep, guys. We got Ranger making his debut on a ugly day at Citizens Bank Park. We got some pizza from our friends at Pizzeria 203 in Vineland. New spot, New Haven styling, man. New Haven styling.
Wait, I got the box right here.
Bang. So Bob from Pizzeria 203, thanks for the pizza. It's flipping fantastic, by the way. We have a garlic potato.
Yeah, that's the New Haven white.
And pepperoni.
Hot pepperoni with the honey, man.
I'm getting the pepperoni next.
That one's heating up inside, and then we got a couple plain banging right here. I'm going with the Tonewood Fuego. This is from listener, man, I just blanked. Jeff in Ocean City, who brought these out to the draft party. So Jeff in Ocean City, we are hitting up your Tonewood Fuegos today. So thank you for that.
Shout out Jeff, by the way. He stopped by yesterday and gave us some pretzels, all that type of stuff. So Jeff's the man.
Yeah.
Jeff always dropping some stuff.
Yeah, he brought those out to the draft party last week. So, all right, going for the sweep. Got Suarez. Rojas in the lineup today. No Kepler.
Come on, man. Kepler owns Rodriguez. Owns him. And you put him on the bench with a hot bat.
Well, the whole lineup's all messed up today. You got Schwarber in left field.
Can't read into a Sunday lineup, though.
No, you can't. But Bryce is DH, and he's batting second. Turner's in the leadoff spot today. Got Sosa out there as well. Weston Wilson playing first base today.
I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah, it's almost like they just throw names.
Well, why not play? I mean, I get it, but what I would like to see them try to do maybe is we got Sosa in the lineup too. I was going to say maybe Bohm at first. Sosa could have played third. Turner get a chance to get against a lefty. Nick asked that question the other night.
Yeah.
Is he going to get a chance against lefties? And Thompson said, yeah, he will. Not today, though.
No, not today. Not today at all. The lineup's really wonky. Didn't expect this one today. They're getting this one on time. There was a lot of talk because of the rain.
Don't ever listen to the weatherman.
No, the weatherman's usually wrong.
There you go. What's expectations for Ranger, guys?
I think he goes 5 today. 5.
Got to be on a pitch count.
5 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits.
5 would be good with 5 Ks.
Yeah.
Well, he threw I think he was around 80 pitches his last time, like 78. So maybe he can get to around 80 today.
I just think it's going to be interesting because, the debacle yesterday where Nola had the stiff neck, they activate Ranger a little bit earlier than what they wanted to. And I think there was some talk about they were ready to make him warm up yesterday. I don't know if that actually happened or if he got into it. But, again, I think stamina is going to be key.
I doubt he would have came in relief yesterday. I mean, they knew he was starting
today. There was a talk before the game because of Nola's neck that he might have had an emergency pitch. He had an emergency start.
You mean start the game? Start's different. I thought you meant have him warming up to relief.
And that's crazy, too. I mean, look, Nola has a stiff neck and has his best outing of the season.
I have no worries about Nola. I know he's the Nola coaster, but, I mean, come on.
I mean, there was talk sending him to the bullpen. That's crazy. Crazy sending him to the bullpen, especially in
we weren't talking about sending him to the bullpen.
Postseason.
Well, who else are you going to put in the bullpen?
Oh, there's one K.
Well, it depends. Depends where they're at after the trade deadline.
Mike, and
that was not a good call.
No. Well, we'll take it, though.
That was low.
Hey, man.
Need the ABS or not.
You got JT, the Gold Glover, back there.
Yeah, close. That's low. We're at spring training this year, and we watched the ABS in action. It's incomprehensible that they just don't add it right now. Like, just say, you know what? Did you see what Max Scherzer was doing the other night?
No.
About the umpiring?
No.
He was going like this.
While he was on the mound?
No, in the dugout. But he was basically saying to the umpire, who was so bad, he's insinuating that he's just flipping a coin and making the calls based on heads or tails. And he was doing it like the whole inning. And I was like, why does baseball want to subject these guys to the embarrassment of the pitcher is in the dugout flipping a coin and saying strike?
They know it's coming. Like the umpires know it's coming. Like they're gonna have to deal with it at some point.
Yeah, the finesse part, though, I think is key. I mean, listen, I like the ability to be able to challenge it in a big spot for sure. But do you really want the ABS to be every pitch?
No, there's going to be certain. You can only do it a certain amount of times per year.
Well, I mean, I think you're saying just get rid of the umpires altogether. Do you want it every pitch?
You want to go full robot.
I don't think you wouldn't be challenging every pitch, though. You would literally just be taking what the call is from the what we saw is different.
Yeah.
What they did in spring training is you get X amount of challenges. Now there's strategy involved. Do I challenge the call in the first inning? Do I lose? All that stuff. The next iteration is that the ABS wouldn't be a challenge system. It would just be the system.
Yeah, no, I like the challenge aspect of it, but I don't want to get to a point that it opens the door to replace the umpires. And listen, truth be told, not in our lifetime, but who knows how many. Will it get to the point where it's like the Jetsons umpire back there? How about Ranger?
I think at home.
Back-to-back Ks, we're worried about him.
I don't know who was worried about him. Were you?
I was worried about him. Who was worried about him?
I don't think No, what we were talking about on the radio, which is you got 6 starters when Painter comes up.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 of those guys are going to have to go to the bullpen. Which 2 would they be? And obviously Suarez has – people act like Suarez is all this bullpen. He pitched twice out of the bullpen in the playoffs in that run. People act like he was there every night of the week. It's a lot different to pitch one night and then not have to get asked to come back the next night.
Well,
the big thing with the bullpen guys are they throw one day on Tuesday and come back and pitch on Wednesday, another inning. Most of these starters have never done that before. So just to assume – so Ranger, yes, he came in and saved a game. But he didn't have to pitch in the bullpen again the next day.
Yeah. You know what I think it is, though, why people think he would be great in the bullpen? It's also his demeanor.
Yeah, the slow heartbeat. You hear that all the time.
I think that's part of it, of why it's like, all right, Ranger would be the perfect candidate to go to the bullpen because of that.
His stuff definitely, I think, look, if there's 6 guys, 2 of them have to go to the bullpen. He would obviously be one. Who would the other guy be? So you say Nola. No shot. I agree. I don't think they would put Nola there, but is he one of your 4 best starters? That's where the conversation comes in. Nobody said they need to send him to the bullpen. I didn't hear that.
I think
it was more maybe come playoff time,
right,
would he be the odd man out? If you're in a playoff series and you need 4 starters, which 4 are you using? Is Nola one of them?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then who goes to the bullpen?
Well,
okay, you just so quickly said yes. You're not. Then who goes to the bullpen?
Ranger.
You need at
There's
least
6.
Oh, my 6.
There's 6 starters when Painter comes up.
So Wheeler.
We're assuming they don't make any trades though.
No
deadline.
Well, based on what they have right now.
Lusardo.
I think
Wheeler,
Nola, 2 righties and 2 lefties.
It's Wheeler, Nola,
another
Luzardo,
thing. If you keep Ranger in the starting rotation with Sanchez and Luzardo, you have 3 lefties.
No, it's got to be Wheeler, Nola, Luzardo, Sanchez. Those are your 4. No doubt. No doubt you're 4.
I'm with that.
Wheeler, Nola,
Luzardo,
Sanchez. So you're going to put Painter in the bullpen. Guys never pitched in the bullpen and just coming off Tommy John.
He's never pitched in the playoffs either.
Suarez.
This is why I'm so fascinated to see what they do at the deadline, because they have all this pitching and they want to
trade Ranger.
Absolutely, you know me. I've said on the radio plenty of times. I'm ready to move on from Ranger. I think you get value for him, and he's in a contract year. You also signed Luzardo and Sanchez to contract, or you traded for Luzardo, but you signed Sanchez to a long-term contract.
Ranger being with Boris, I think, is a key sign that he's not going to be a part of he's not going to piece this puzzle.
Well, they already extended Sanchez, so that told you right there that they at least valued Sanchez enough to go extend him. The only guy who's not signed long-term is Suarez. Suarez said the other day, yeah, I want to start if they need me to pitch. He didn't sound thrilled about it.
So is Suarez a 1 in somebody's rotation? Has he elevated to that? Because I don't
he's
see
pitched
that.
1 inning.
I'm just saying I don't see.
I don't think he's a 1 either. But like we were talking the other day, the trade Cedric Mullins, which I wouldn't do because Cedric Mullins is left-handed. But Baltimore needs pitching so bad that on that team he might be their best guy.
Yeah, and you have to bite the bullet if you like get Cedric Mullins. I know he's a lefty. Maybe you make a corresponding move at the deadline too. Is Turner looking on to lead things off for the Phillies? Down looking.
Yeah. Again, and Kepler said it the other day about the difficulty of when you're not getting the opportunities to hit against the lefties, where you're in a game. They change it up. Somebody comes in from the bullpen. Someone's got a nasty 96-mile-an-hour cutter at your knees. He goes, that's not for the faint of heart. So I just don't understand, especially this early in the season. Just run these guys out there. Let them figure it out. Brutal. Getting too cute with the lineup.
What do you think Topper said the other day that he sat down with Turner at the beginning of the year and said, don't worry about power. I just want you on base 380. Don't care about how many home runs you hit. Just get on base 380, steal bases. I told him not to worry about power.
Well, there's a lot of things I'd like to do.
He had 26 homers last year.
For $300 million.
I guess that's a clause in the contract now, not to worry about power. Not at all.
Well,
What he said. He said, I had a talk with him before the year, and he said, don't worry about hitting home runs. I want you on base at a 380 clip.
Well, if you're going to keep Schwarber in the
ball's crushed.
Uh-oh.
That ball.
Come on. Bang.
Dude, that's an oppo.
Oh, my.
You know what happens, too? Guy hits an opposite field, then the whole world's like, that's a great sign when he starts going the other way.
Every dad in the South Jersey area has said the collective.
The big win.
Going the other way with it.
Yeah, well, the big win last night, and the only bats that were quiet were Harper and Schwarber. So to see this come out, amazing.
Dude, they were all over fought last night. I mean, it was
about time.
Felt bad for the guy at one point.
Yeah, I mean, this is vintage Harper.
I got flashback. The Oppo.
Vintage.
In the rain.
What bothers me with Harper, he never had cleats that match.
No.
Like, I get the baby blues, but wear them with the baby blue unis.
To stand out.
Let's just say green ones on. I get the whole fanatic thing.
Could be comfort, could be a situation with the rain.
Comfort. Here's a question I was thinking about the other day.
This is not comfort.
Do you think these guys wear a different pair of cleats every single day?
No.
Do they get new ones every
day? New ones, but I don't think they wear them every single day.
Because they never look like the cleats are beat up.
Yeah.
And like, if you get a new pair of cleats, it takes you a while to break those things in.
Depending, probably on the brand deal that they have. How many they get.
And they may require them. They might not want them to go out there with jacked up, dirty cleats.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that much, like, to wear a new pair of cleats every day is not comfortable.
Look at Stott. He looks comfortable.
Yeah, he's not playing today.
Got his seeds going. The turfs, right?
He's got he's wearing sunglasses and it's raining.
Dude, so have you guys tried the new seeds, the Giants, I think they're called?
No. There's new seeds?
He just had them in his hand.
Oh.
Yeah, they have some pretty good flavors. Like they have a dill pickle. Are you a pickle seed?
I've tried them. I mean, I like the David old school originals, but like this Giant seed is starting to push the Davids out. If you notice that he had Giants, not Davids.
Yeah, they have a Vlasic pickle flavor.
I've seen them, yeah.
The David, the cracked pepper, I think.
Salt.
They were the best.
Salt and cracked
Because there was another, what they called Biggs.
Biggs was another one.
Yeah, they were meh.
I like the
David, if you want to send us seeds, right here.
Yeah.
Here, right now, on the porch.
So David does have the buffalo ones.
David has flavors and stuff, but I like the originals. But this Giant, so the guy it's a young guy who started it, and he just went to spring training and started handing them out and said, hey, try my seeds, try my seeds, try my seeds. And they started to catch on. And now, like, I just saw that he had them.
Good at bat by Schwarber.
Big at.
Oh, here's your boy.
For you.
He's got the 8 on.
For you.
He's got the
only
8
today.
on.
It's a 4-hole day for him, where he's hitting like 106.
Well, today's going to go 108.
Hey, I always claim I loved when they signed Castellanos. He's been extremely disappointing for my expectations. That's all. I was hoping, they signed a guy, hit over 300. He had 35 homers, and he hasn't come close to that guy.
In this
He's had
this
moments
day and
and
age.
stretches, but not consistently.
No.
Even though he plays everything.
In today's MLB, he's productive for the money he makes. In today's MLB. And
He's like Pat Burrell. He hits home runs when the team's up 6-0.
comp.
He the team's already up 5-0. He hits a bomb to make it 10-0. It's never like in the key moment where it's like they're down 3-2 and they need a 2-run homer.
this guy,
Can I make a bold prediction for today? We get a Schwarber web gem.
wow, that's very bold. Like, that's bump your head bold.
I actually like. They went to the World Series with Schwarber playing left field every day. Is he great out there? Like,
no,
it wasn't like in this.
comfortable.
Oh, his advanced metrics in left field are brutal.
He catches the ball, hit to him. It's like, there you go, right down the middle.
I don't know about right down the middle. That was lower out. Come on.
There you go. How about that? Right down the middle. I mean, you want to see it twice? Do you need to see it 2 times? This one's a little ahead. We got two TVs going. This one's a little bit ahead over here.
I actually kind of like this because you get it.
You can
you
replay,
get the look at it. It's like an instant replay.
There you go. Oh, that's a nice swing.
Oh, at least it was a couple pitches this time.
So in the press box, that's kind of how they have it. They have one TV that's like delayed, so you get like the whole play behind.
Yeah.
So you can put the one on inside for a triple delay.
Yeah.
That was an awful at bat.
Come on. I didn't hear you mention anything about Turner's strikeout at the beginning of the game.
Terrible.
I just didn't say it.
This guy,
I've been harder on Turner than Castellanos, and that's hard to do. I think Turner, if you were to say one Philadelphia sports contract that you would get rid of without penalty right now, Trey Turner would be the one.
No, it's Paul George.
It's
Paul George.
Nope. I push back on that extremely because Trey Turner has 8 more years left on his deal at $27 million a year. You're going to be paying him when he's 40.
All right, let's even take it back in the NL East. Soto, 15 years.
I didn't include NL East guys.
$75 million.
I would never pay anybody that amount of money.
You sit there and think about, are you getting the value back on Turner? He has not lived up to the hype for sure. But again, it's all relevant. Today's MLB. I mean, is Soto that much more productive player than Trey Turner? No.
I would push back on that extremely hard. Way more productive than Trey Turner. Trey Turner's WAR right now is lower than Rojas's.
So is he 2.5 times more productive than Trey Turner?
I don't think he's $700 million. No, that's ridiculous. But that wasn't even my question. The question I had was in Philadelphia sports, one guy whose contract I would, without penalty, clear off the books, and it's not even close. Paul George is out of here in 3 years. Do I want to pay that contract? No.
It's 3 years.
But Trey Turner has 8 years. He'll be getting paid. Think about Trey Turner playing at age 37, 38, 39, and 40.
I mean, listen, they're just spreading the
Paul
contract.
George will be well gone by then.
But you could probably trade Trey Turner for something in there.
I don't think so.
Maybe some giant seeds.
Someone will take.
They're not going to want to pay him $27 million a year when he's 37, 38, 39, 40 years old.
If the Phillies eat some of that contract, though, they will.
Well, that's where I think, like, people right now, we mentioned it before we were setting up today. And it's like, okay, everybody always says, "Oh, bring Mike Trout home." Who wants that contract? Who's paying that contract? No. Like, he can't even stay in the lineup.
That's the problem when you sign guys to these massive deals. You're now stuck with them. If they don't work out, you can't get rid of them because nobody wants the contract when it turns into a bad contract.
Look what Pujols did to the Angels.
But you got Trey Turner. You were hoping that you got him at 30. That at 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, that he was an impactful MVP level player. And then at the back end, you could say, hey, I'm paying him too much now. But, man, he gave me 5 years of MVP.
Dude,
has not been.
But you're not paying him. You're not paying him actually thinking he's going to still play when he's 38, 39, 40 years old. You're setting it up.
$27 million.
You're just helping your salary numbers. You don't even care. Like, at the end of the day,
there's no cap, so it doesn't.
Right, but
if they get a World Series,
but from the money standpoint,
the whole point.
You look at those last 3 years, and that's just to help you balance your books and the budget. It just makes it easier. Like, you really look at that contract, and you're not thinking to yourself, "Oh, he's worth X at 40."
It's easy to say that now, but if they can't make moves because they're paying him $27 million, that's where it hamstrings you. If they're not willing to go over the the luxury tax threshold because he's getting $27 million for those years there, that's a problem. Like right now, they don't want to pay any more money to guys. Due in large part because $20 million goes to Castellanos, $27 million goes to Trey Turner. I mean, it's a lot of money for two guys who really are.
23 goes to Real Muto.
Real Muto's another guy you can certainly add in there. He comes off the books this year.
Yeah,
but they're going to have a problem with Real Muto.
Yeah, they can't sign everybody. I mean, at the end
but they also have no catcher in the system.
No.
So Real Muto, what do? Do you try to bring him back at a deal that's, is he going to want to play for less than he's making right now? Or
how much longer do you have Real Muto for?
You got to get a hometown discount to keep him.
And he's still a really good defensive catcher. And he's a popular player on the. So that's a tough one. Like, we don't have a legitimate catcher to take your spot right now. You're a free agent. You're going to be expensive, but you're not really the same player that you were. That's a hard one.
Yeah. He had the knee surgery. He's getting up there in age. He's not the same as he used to be. That's a tough one to bring back. Like, I don't know how you approach that. Does he want to come back, or is he going to?
I would think he wants to come back.
I would think
he wants to come back.
We mentioned catchers in the system. Stubbs is not playing consistently. Like, why? That's kind of weird, right?
Like AAA?
Yeah. He's not in the lineup every night. It's wild. Absolutely wild.
I gotta have to look that up.
I'm telling you.
You tell me a lot of things that I have to look up.
Yeah.
And then I say, you should have done some research.
Yeah.
I put my phone down for 5 minutes. The group chat just goes off the rails.
You got to get fact checkers for some of these people.
Yeah,
they just say things thinking like, no one will fact check me. When you argue with some of his other buddies, they don't fact check, and then he feels like he's right all the time.
There's 4 catchers at Lehigh, so it's impossible to play one guy every single night.
Garrett Stubbs was a born minor leaguer. That guy is like he is a minor leaguer.
It's just.
But I'd be nice to bring him back up, maybe for the vibes,
Yeah.
How many games have they played at Lehigh?
Total this year so far?
Well, they start April 6th, I think it is.
They're 22-9.
It's around 30 games.
Okay, so 31. He's played in 18 of the games.
You're kidding me. That's not every day?
I didn't say yes or no. I said I have to fact check.
Well, I mean.
Here goes another K.
He's actually been pretty good down there.
What was the over-under for Ranger K's? Had to be like 6.5, probably, right? 5.5, 6.5? Yeah.
You didn't lay one down?
I didn't lay one down. Usually I'm chasing the Bomer Homer.
Should I live bet it?
You know what, dude? Maybe today's the day.
18 games.
Rainy. It's a
He's
Sunday.
281, by the way, with a 410 on base percentage.
Which one are you taking?
There's a lot of talk about whether they should, like the vibes in the locker room maybe aren't the same. And Marchand has only played in like 8 games the whole season. So that backup catcher position doesn't get enough time to be valuable. The problem, if you let go of Marchand, he has no options left.
Yeah. Yep.
And we're talking about Real Muto. If you don't bring Real Muto back, Marchand's the youngest catcher you have in the system.
Yep. And do you want Marchand starting every day?
Well,
defensively, I like him, but
the reason that people wanted him to be here is because he hit. You can't judge him on 7 games. We talked to Dave Gallagher about this on Friday, and I was embarrassed to ask him, but because I have friends like you two, I have to ask dumb questions sometimes. And he was almost like, he's played in 6 games. Like, what do you expect? Yeah. Like, if you play 6 games and you're over 18, like.
But is that why you keep, Stubbs out of the lineup? Because you're trying to condition them for the fact that you want to condition them to not play every day.
The backup catcher on the team isn't going to play every day, so you got to make the most of your opportunities when they're presented to you. So that's my argument. That's all I'm saying.
So we're conditioning,
and he hasn't made the most of
it. He has not, but he's played 7. Now, if you told me in 27 games he's still hitting 080, okay, now he's played. This is your role. You're not adjusting to your role. He's played in 7 games, so even if you have 3 hits and 18 at bats. Well, it's really not a big enough sample size.
Yeah, but how much of that, too, is that JT has not really had a great start to the year at the plate, so you don't want to give up those at-bats to let him try to work it out?
I think they play JT too much his whole career here.
Yeah,
like they've had so many more opportunities in his time here to let him play first base. When Hoskins was hurt, when Harper wasn't playing first base, he could have been playing first base instead of Derek Hall. That was a way to get him out from behind the plate. They've had so many more ways to get him not to catch every single day. in the past. That's another strikeout.
He's got 5.
I mean, your range.
Dude, that was 92. That
No,
thing looked like 100.
4, right?
In
4 strikeouts. Sorry, 4. 4 strikeouts for Ranger.
This guy, Naylor, he looks like he plays first base in like the men's league.
Yeah, it's him and Jake Berger. They're like the Bash brothers.
But just like his pants, like the way he wears his uniform. I was like, does this guy play for like the Ventnor Bay Sox or something?
Did Berger get benched? Somehow, what
No, he
happened?
got sent down.
He got sent down. That's what it was.
I'm like, that guy's
That's a right-handed bat.
He sounded like he was forever. He was around forever. I'm like, dude, this guy's got options. Like that was unbelievable to me.
He got he's a right-handed bat that popped 25 bombs.
I mean, dude, there's quite a team in the MLB that has that body type. If you really think about it, like Christian Kirk, you got the catcher in Toronto.
He's a stud.
You look at that guy and you're thinking, how's that work?
There he goes.
Mundo.
There you go.
So
these two guys know how to communicate now.
Yeah.
Look, I saw a little chuckle.
Instead of yours, it was me.
There was 2 balls last night that Rojas would have caught that Marsh didn't get to. Awful.
Yeah. Well,
That was like Cal Stevenson the other night.
Oh, jeez.
When he was
That was
center,
terrible.
I tweeted out, Johan Rojas would have caught that. And then late in the 9th, it was the 9th inning, Rojas makes the big catch. Thank goodness for the
listen,
defensive play.
that catch that he made the other night was ridiculous. I think it's just maddening that there's these other catches where you're saying,
Yeah, they happen.
yeah, but you're supposed to be a defensive juggernaut. That's your claim to fame from a major league standpoint. You can't have those times.
He's brain dead.
That's like sitting there.
He definitely lacks baseball IQ.
Was that a benching the other day? Was that a benching?
It felt like it.
I think so.
I mean, he comes in the game, though. Makes the big catch.
Yeah, still, I mean, you didn't start today because
What about his?
I don't think Bob brought this up. Bob Wanko on Friday. I agree with him 100%. I don't think he understands what he did wrong. Like Bob was saying, he didn't run for a triple because he says, I want a triple. He just doesn't know any better. He doesn't know that that's not a smart play.
Right.
And then they tell him, and he's like, well, wait, a triple's better than a double. Why wouldn't you want me to do that? I don't think he understands that he made a mistake. And like, it's like they have to.
It's the upbringing.
I think part of it is.
It's the upbringing, the way people look at the game now.
Well, he's very raw, right? I mean, it's a different game than when you're growing up and stuff. And like, I think one of the problems with Rojas, when he came up here 2 years ago, he came out of nowhere, and people were like, "Who the hell is this guy?" The guy hit over 300 with an on base of like 350
straight from Double-A
because they just played him every single day, and the guy just hit by accident. When you're not playing every single day, some of these guys like they cannot succeed in that role, and that's like. I think he's one of them guys. Like, you just play him every day. Hey, you're going to play the next 80 days. You're going to be our starting center fielder. Now, you don't play all 80, but maybe you're playing 75 out of the 80. Just watch him play and see him get better as he plays and plays and plays and plays. Because he's got way more raw talent than Marsh does.
Absolutely.
That's why I say just play him.
Just send him out there.
And you deal with some of his lapses from time to time. But he makes less and less lapses the more and more he plays.
And don't have him bunt. Just don't.
I don't care if he bunts. If they don't have him bunt, it's ridiculous. Oh, you want that guy to bunt? No, just say don't
want him to bunt.
I've been begging for him to bunt for years. You used to fight me on. They don't.
No, I didn't fight you on you.
They don't bunt.
See, he doesn't understand. It's not my opinion that I don't want him to bunt. I'm just saying I watch baseball. I never see anybody bunt. So why would all of a sudden
the Blue Jays have won 2 games this year based on the bunt?
Yeah, this year. We're talking 3 years ago.
In general.
Yeah. Well, teams now are using more stolen bases and small ball. 3 years ago, they did not. They changed the rules a couple years ago. With the bases are now bigger, that stuff.
As late as last year, we were arguing about
to
bunt.
I have no problem with Bohm. He says he doesn't see Bohm should bunt once a week, twice a week, if not more. They should utilize his speed as much as possible.
Rojas.
You said
Rojas. Well, Bohm's up the bat.
Yeah, Bohm's up.
The Bohmer homer is due. I mean, it's coming.
He's not going to hit no homers all year, so eventually be right.
Yeah, well, I'm more concerned about the DraftKings payout.
Yeah. No, Rojas should be trying to get on base via bunt. Now, you're talking about a sack bunt is different. He is not a good sack bunter. He can't square. He doesn't. If for a bunt for a hit, he should be trying all the time.
Interesting that we say this.
It's just I don't know. He just can't figure it out. It's been 3 years. We're going on 3 seasons now. He just has so much trouble.
Never take a weapon away from speed.
It's not a weapon, though.
No,
it's something.
These games are to practice that. People want to win these games every night. Practice for the playoffs.
They sent him down to practice bunting, though.
Oh, God. Oh, that could be trouble.
I got the lead runner.
Thankfully, I was never on the play Sosa every day train. I got those people texting in all day.
Yeah, well,
Sosa's going to play every day. He's hitting 590.
The 9-hole is a train wreck.
No, you got a guy hitting 300 in the 9-hole. He's the only guy. You know, there's 25 guys in baseball hitting 300. This is one of them coming up the bat right now.
Yeah, and so at what point is he going to turn back into the back of his real baseball card?
Which is about 300. Oh, this is Weston Wilson. Sorry. Rojas already has a season where he hit over 300.
Yeah. Everybody.
So when's he going to turn back into that guy? He's that guy right now.
He's hitting well. No, he's hitting the baseball.
He's not a 300
that's not my
hitter.
beef.
He's
That's
not a
my beef at all.
300
He's not a 300 hitter. But what he does is, I say this all the time, he gets on base by accident because he's so fast. He hits a ball a little in between. That's all. People don't understand. I don't care if you hit the ball 107 miles off the bat. He hits it 30 miles off the bat and gets on base. I'm cool with that.
The only thing good about this guy is he's started to limit his strikeouts.
Because he's playing more.
I'm just sitting there thinking, who do you really trust? Like, now it doesn't matter, but at some point it's going to matter. And then you look at the lineup card, like today's lineup card, it's just maddening. But then I think it really unveils the problem that we have all these guys that do the same kind of things, and now you don't know who's the right person to keep in the lineup card, and then I think it creeps into other guys' heads, and it starts to give them doubt. And then, but it's a bit good thing going, and now we just
They've kind of settled into a lineup, though. It seemed like.
Yeah, but we got Weston Wilson playing first base for God's
It's Sunday.
sake.
You can't take anything into a Sunday lineup.
What does that even mean?
They give a lot of the
Sunday.
games
Sunday.
days off.
It's the catch.
It's a day game after a night game.
Okay.
A lot. Well, he said it the other day. You got to find ways to get guys into the lineup. Sunday is usually a day where guys, especially you have a left-handed pitcher pitching. Stott's off today. Kepler's off today because they're all left-handed. That's why these guys are playing. This isn't like I'm not putting nuclear physics out here.
Yeah, but to the point that you're putting Weston Wilson at first base.
Well, they wanted to get Harper out of the field, probably. I think that's pretty evident. He's DHing today. Weston Wilson is one of them guys who plays all over the place. They're just trying to find ways to get him an at bat every once in a while. And generally Sunday, which we said the other day, like you can't read a Sunday lineup because we were talking about. Nick asked the question: are you going to let Stott face lefties as the leadoff man? Yeah, we want to, but I got to get Sosa some at bat. So the next game that comes against a lefty happens to be on Sunday, and I'm like, well, Sundays are different lineups generally anyway. There you go. I'm glad I've never been on the Weston Wilson play every day train.
I certainly haven't.
And there has been certain people on the West.
Your boy Cody Clemens at home on last night.
Dude, Cody Clemens, baby. Let him play in the outfield. Give him some love. Got the
I didn't
pedigree.
even crack in the toe one yet.
Ooh.
Yeah, we didn't even crack that open.
No, I didn't crack it open. I was like eating pizza.
Say another one. I'm impressed. Gill usually makes me drink Coors Light when I come to that.
Yeah, because people keep leaving them here.
What's wrong with them?
I don't want them. I got to give them to people that I don't, so I don't have to drink them.
Colorado spring water.
Hey, for the Coors Light drinkers, that's not coming from me. That's coming from someone else. If Coors Light wants to be a part of the
my dad
show,
drank Coors Light.
Yeah.
That was great.
I have them. I offer something. I have Miller Lights, Coors Lights, and
It's a variety.
a plethora of other
Well,
things.
the third inning.
I don't judge.
The third inning is going to be the pizzeria at 203. We're going to have the white, the New Haven white with the potato on it.
My girlfriend had that. I made it for her. I put it in the oven. She said it was really
I
good.
gotta try that pepperoni. That pepperoni sounds good.
It's pepperoni and looks like regatta cheese.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, that's my next one.
Legit. They have a goat cheese and fig one too. That's a different pizza.
Went to a new bagel shop today over there in Northfield. They just opened up. They Heidi said the jalapeno bagel. They had like real jalapenos baked into the bagel.
Really?
Yeah, I took a picture of it.
Man. So, I guess the question is,
Look at that.
I don't know. That's legit right there.
Yeah.
Legit, and it seems to be a reasonable amount of cream cheese.
It wasn't
Not an overkill.
overloaded.
Yeah, you can't
That
overdo it.
That was the big thing.
Can't overdo it.
It wasn't overloaded with cream cheese. It was just a perfect amount, well spread. I will say there is a place that we like that goes way heavy on the cream cheese, and you have to scoop. I actually asked for light cream cheese, and you still got to scoop off. I wonder if they charge you more money for the amount of cream cheese that they're using.
I feel it's like guilt. They charge you a little more. They give you the cream cheese, and then you're supposed to feel like it's a value.
So you're getting more.
No, to me, it's like
it's
job.
A pain.
It's a job I want.
Yeah.
I gotta carve out the cream cheese.
Yeah, you're
let me
get rid of it.
Just let me do it. I'll take the. I would rather do it.
No. I want them.
No, I want them to put it on.
I'd rather do it. Let me handle it.
I want them to put the cream cheese on. I want that. If I'm going there to pay for the bagel, I want the cream cheese to put on for me.
I
just don't need to take it off myself.
I want like a quarter inch. I think a quarter inch is
I will say this place today did a good job with the disparity of cream cheese to bagel.
It is brutal, man.
It was good.
Like I said, and I'll give a shout out to Bagel University back in my hometown of Island, right? So Villar and that crew, they do a great job. Always the legit amount of cream cheese, not an overkill. And what about the cream cheese flavors? Guys, are you getting flavors on the cream cheese?
No, there was a place in college that I would go to. They had the flavors. I do not want the flavors.
I'm out on the. I'm out on the flavor. In fact, this place today had a plethora of them. It's one of the things they were really advertising is we have all these different cream cheese flavors. They had everything cream cheese.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
I think actually I like that idea because it has all the little poppy seeds, sesame seeds, everything.
So it's seasoning. You're not taking hey, little cookies and cream, little cannoli.
No. It's like an everything bagel.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever explain that.
Yeah.
Whatever's on the everything bagel.
You never know.
I do now. I'm not surprised now that I'm.
You gotta spell it out over there, Gill.
Dude.
So you'd be surprised.
I'm a cannoli cream cheese guy. Cannoli cream cheese guy. Awesome. No flavors. Man, you guys.
Nah, I'm out on the flavored cream cheese. I ran into Taryn Hatcher when I was in London.
Oh
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we were at Passy-Yunk Avenue. There's a bar called Passy-Yunk Avenue in London, and it's all Phillies memorabilia.
Is that where you and Caleb Cotham got to talk in the urinals?
In the urinals.
In the urinals.
I said, I was going to the bathroom, and he said, "You here for the game?" I said, "Yeah." He says, "Yeah, I'm the Phillies pitching coach." Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
Had a nice conversation. Very nice guy. Nice play, Weston Wilson. That's why you're at first today.
Stretch Turner with a nice
Turner.
About time.
Yeah, baby.
Man.
Wilson's a big dude, man.
Yeah.
This is our precision play of the game. You're right on that. Look at that. Bang. Is that producer hey, guys, this is the precision play of the game right now.
Get it out. Get it out.
Yeah.
He's right on that.
Yep, probably.
Because yesterday, they did a defensive play of the game. It was the 8th inning.
Yeah,
and I'm
you're running out.
It was a good play, though. But I was thinking to myself, what if he forgot to do this and there's no, just a can of corn?
There's usually a list, and there probably is a self-imposed deadline. You don't get to the 7th, you're the next can of corn.
Yeah.
It's going to be
the precision play of the game.
Well, the Rojas play, what if you do the defensive play of the game in the 5th, and then Rojas makes that play in the 8th, the 9th?
Just run it again. You run it back. You're like, you know what? We thought this was the precision.
I remember in Wilmington when I was doing play-by-play there, we had a double play. What if there's no double play for innings and innings?
A double play promo?
We had a double play promo.
That's risky.
And you know what it was? Dogfish Head.
I got a Dogfish Head beer that I might pull out later on today. It's I gave this out on Happy Hour Friday. So they have the 90-minute, which is big zip on it.
Yeah.
Then they have the 60-minute, which you can get a lot of bars and places. It's a pretty commercialized IPA beer. Now they have a new one, 30 minutes. And the 30-minute is a very low-cal, low-carb, low ABV IPA. So it's good for a day like today. It's raining. We're sitting on the porch just having a couple beers, watching the Phillies game. If you like hanging out, do us a favor. Hit the subscribe, like button, repost, comment, whatever you want to do, a part of the game. If you put some comments in the comments section throughout, maybe we'll pick an inning to kind of read some stuff off. Something we're going to be trying to do on the porch on Sundays now that the season is kind of kicking into gear. We're on my back porch here. Area unknown. This is a little outdoor bunker.
Yeah.
We're screened in. We got the vinyls down so the rain is blocking us.
The rain's not hitting us whatsoever.
We were worried that this game wasn't going to get in, and we were just sitting here eating Pizzeria 203, which would have been fine.
Yeah, that would have been bad at all. I mean,
don't mind that.
Oh, matter of
fact, the Pizzeria 203, third inning.
Yeah, matter of fact, I got to go grab some Pizzeria 203. Oh, in case you were you didn't see it, Rojas struck out.
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah,
he struck out. He chased a high fastball, was even close to the center, but I don't think that surprised anyone.
Hey, as I've said, he's not Tony Gwynn.
He's not. No, it's been a roller coaster.
Oh, that ball smoked. That ball is off the wall. Oh, nice one-hander.
That never throw him out.
Oh, nice. He held it to a single. See, look at Schwarber play left field. You guys.
Pro out there.
I had no problem with Schwarber playing left field. Like, I know he's not great, but my expectations are low.
That's true. Because you don't have high expectations. You can't be disappointed.
Schwarber with the play here. Look at this play by Schwarber. Held him to a single.
Schwarber.
Look at this.
My goodness.
Watch the bare hand here. All in one turn. Back.
Lumbering.
He got that ball in fast.
That's impressive.
He got it in
first and third now, though.
Very good, Nick. It's the Pizzeria
we got
delivery of the game. I gave you
delivery of the game? New segment?
Yeah. I'm going with the potatoes.
Oh, it's got to be cut.
Oh, son of a biscuit. Here, this is cut. I'll just go with the double slice.
These need to be cut.
I like that.
They need to be cut.
Yeah, all right. They do need to be cut.
Well,
double.
Mid-inning.
Yeah.
Mid-inning cut. All right, go with the double slice. And look at the size.
As soon as Doug got up, Arizona.
He said he was going to go the middle of the third. It's not at the end of the third. But I'm not surprised Doug doesn't know when the inning ends or starts.
Hey, man. When you're hungry, you're hungry. I mean, certainly that's something you can relate to. You got to eat when you want to eat, man.
It sounds like a weight joke.
Is that a
pretty low brow, if you ask me.
Is that a shot?
But I'm dealing with very sophomoric mindset to it. So therefore, it doesn't bother me. You know when weight jokes were cool? When we were like 6. Hey, look at this guy. And these guys are still using them.
Wow.
Oh, man. They had the score wrong, by the way, on the NBC Sports Phillies score bug.
Wow.
Yeah, they gave the Phillies a run there.
Yeah.
It's been a barrage.
Feels like the guys Dove's hires running the scoreboard.
Wow.
Yeah, he's fine. We'll do okay with this guy. Doug, the guy's got the score wrong the whole game here.
Hard help is hard to find. Or good help is hard to find, I guess.
3-1 Arizona. This game just took a turn.
Yeah, when he got up in the middle of the inning.
Hey, literally, that's exactly when it started. You couldn't make that up. You can't make it up.
There we go.
So Ranger falling apart on Doug.
So all of a sudden now Ranger needs to be traded.
Well,
He's got to be the guy that goes to the bullpen.
Should Taiwan? You know, tomorrow is Taiwan Walker. Should he be the 5th starter and Ranger swap?
Oh God,
that's the question tomorrow.
Dude, this is really
no
good.
way.
I wonder if Taiwan Walker pitched well enough in his 6 starts to have any trade value with the lack of pitching in this league. And I don't think the answer is yes. But I know there are people actually that would say.
Is this the final year or is next year?
Next year. He's owed $18 million again.
Oh.
$18 million next year.
It's almost a year to the day. Remember last year when Hoffman was pitching really good? Or no, it was Turnbull.
Yeah,
really good.
Oh, I was a Turnbull guy too. You
He
remember?
got signed by somebody.
Yeah,
and then Walker comes back.
He just signed with somebody yesterday. Detroit or Toronto.
So now Walker is the guy.
Yeah,
that gets the gate.
Walker's this year's Turnbull.
Yep.
And Walker was on the other side. So now Rangers Walker.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, he's happy. She got a foul ball.
Blue Jays signed Turnbull. They're taking all the Phillies pitchers.
I saw some crazy, I don't know, it was a blog or it was a report theoretically about the Blue Jays having massive interest in adding Schwarber to their lineup.
I did see like a little rumor about that. That's going to be fascinating how they approach Schwarber because it doesn't seem like they're going to get a contract done during the season. And I don't know if you want to let him walk. I think that's someone you extend. And then since he's been a DH, he's not playing the field a ton other than like today. But I mean, that's a guy I would want to DH for the next 3 to 4 years. I'd pay it. Schwarber, I'd pay. Realmuto, I'd consider letting walk. If I had to choose between the two, I'm picking Schwarber.
From a pure offensive contribution standpoint, yeah. I definitely think so.
And days like today, hey, go play left field real quick, Kyle.
I think Schwarber still has a top 5 bat speed in the league.
I mean, he's what, second or third in home runs this year? Like, he's still hitting, matching the baseball. And obviously, it is a contract year, so that typically happens.
Yeah, he's wired different.
Which Suarez wins this battle?
The battle of the Suarezes.
Suarez. This guy hit 4 homers in a game last week.
Yeah, he's up there in the top ranks in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, he's hit like 108.
Yep.
198, I should say. It is sad what has happened to batting averages.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the pitching is insanity.
And yet nobody has any. That's the funny part. No one has any pitching.
All right. He
And
got
yet
out of it.
We're like, pitching's insanity, and everyone's like, we have no pitching.
Gave up 3 runs.
Considering how bad it could have been.
It's not insurmountable, though.
No. 3-1 in the 3rd inning. I think they're okay.
All right. I'm going to go cut this.
Cut that.
In between it.
There's a pizza cutter in there, but I wouldn't say it's.
Bob asked me if we wanted a pizza cutter. I was like, nah, Mike has a pizza cutter.
Yeah, it's not like a pizza shop grade pizza cutter.
New Haven, though. It's good, man.
I like it.
It's really good. They have wings there, too. I didn't want to get the wings because I felt like it was too far of a drive. Pizza was uncut, so we could put it back in the oven.
The funny part is,
heat her up.
The place where that was before is the only place I've ever been to before in Violent for pizza.
It wasn't good.
The place before that.
Yeah.
I'm not passing judgment on any of the places before either. I just happened to be in the same building, so I know where this place was. Because I don't know Violent all that well. I just happened to be at the place beforehand.
Yeah, but this is a hit. It's a unique style. It's really not. I don't know of many places locally that have New Haven style pizza.
None that I know of.
And then I used to think New Haven was like coal fired, but that's not it. It's not.
No, it's like their own kind of a brick. But I've been to the original Frank Pepe's twice.
Yeah, no, that's legendary. But I feel like this New Haven style is kind of like a somewhere in between a coal fired and a brick.
Yeah, it's
like
like a
wood
charred
fired.
It's like a charred kind of undercarriage, like very thin, crispy. So the original Frank Pepe's, there's one around the corner from it. There'll be a line down the street for the original, and then someone will come through the parking lot and say, "Hey, we have another one around the corner." And then if the locals are in line, they'll tell you, "Don't go to the other one. The pizza oven's not the same."
Need a cutter for the other one. I brought it out.
Oh, look at that! You got the hot pepperoni, hot penny.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that looks good.
Yeah, I'm gonna try one of those bad boys.
I'm trying one now.
Well, I went with the double slice, and I don't regret it.
I think I'm going double slice too.
It
Whoa!
was delicious.
Cut.
I'll do a little pepperoni.
This one.
And then I actually left my beer on the other side of the table.
You're forgetting pizza cutters,
Damn.
you're leaving the beer, you're getting up in the top of the 3rd. Get it together over there, dog.
There's a big
Harper,
hit. Harper.
he's on fire.
Two hits.
He's Tone Fuego'd right now.
Pizza 203.
Yep, it's all
Very good.
because of the cleats that he's wearing today. But he won't wear the same ones tomorrow.
Right on the box too,
Yeah.
New Haven style.
Yeah.
I like somebody's like,
How about the stamp? We cut with passion, not precision. Because that New Haven style is it's not like that perfect, triangle pie thing going. It's cut it like you want it.
our pizzas are perfectly imperfect. Choose your custom slice. I got it. The reason our pizzas weren't cut, by the way, is because so that we could reheat them because they were 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
For people probably like, why the hell do you need a pizza cutter?
Yeah, but it was good. Yeah.
That was a good pitch. 89 on the corner.
Kid's first Phillies game. Oh, look at Chewbacca. Oh, God.
Oh, today's May the 4th.
Oh, no.
May the 4th.
No. Oh, no. All right.
Are you guys Star Wars guys?
Listen.
No.
Neither am I.
I am.
Are you?
I'm not like a diehard, but yeah, there's no doubt. Matter of fact, interesting story. It's one of the bonds between myself and, of all people, my mother-in-law.
How about that?
So my wife and I have been together since I was 15, and a couple years back, one of the newer Star Wars gets released, and my mother-in-law randomly says to me, "Are you going to see the new Star Wars movie?" And I'm like, "Yeah, actually, I am." She's like, "Can I go?" And I was like, "What?" She's like, oh, "I love Star Wars." I now at this point, I mean, again, this is only probably, I don't know, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking to myself,
Ooh.
I've been with your daughter since I'm 15. I'm like, this is like 30 years, and I never knew that you liked Star Wars. So,
How do you sneak that fastball by him? Man.
What, 92?
92, right down the middle.
And he missed it.
Wars. Man,
You just lost $3 million on that contract we were talking about.
Man, that's all right.
It's all right.
Casty will save the day.
There we go.
We'll clean it up.
Come on, Casty.
Come on,
Tie this
Casty.
game up. Can you imagine?
Oh, man.
Well, the last time in an important series against Arizona, that didn't go so well.
They got the whole family of Wookiees. What is going on right now? And the dark. Are you a fan?
That's a lot. I think that's a little excessive screen time.
It's Darth Vader Hawaiian shirt, huh? I'm like I said, I like Star Wars, but I'm not that level of committed.
You're not wearing Chewbacca mask
Yeah.
to the game?
And every
On May the
no,
4th?
and every minor league team in the world has a Star Wars promotion.
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Oh,
That's the ripping.
there you go.
2 outs.
2 out knock.
Harper in the third. Casty.
Oh,
Stretching
all right.
into a double.
He's excited, and he should be. All he does is hit the baseball.
Now, by the looks of it, looks like the rain stopped.
Yeah, but like down here where we're at Mike's house, sounds like it's coming down pretty
It's been
decent.
raining here pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it moved out there.
Interesting choice too for the Phillies. So we saw prior to the game they honored all the looks like the moms. It was just like Mother's Day at City
Yeah.
Bank Park today.
I don't think they're home next
They're
Sunday.
away.
So Star Wars Day and Mother's Day on the same day. Of course, I saw the Phillies put the lineup up. They had Turner with a lightsaber in his hand.
I did see
All
that.
right.
It was pretty
Big
cool.
spot for JT.
I'm not like anti-stores, it's just not my bag, I'm not like. There you go, JT.
Why swing at the first
Swung
pitch?
at the
I don't
first
understand that.
pitch.
Runners at second and third. You got 2 outs. There's only like one spot. That is the spot. That's your pitch that you think you can drive. Like outs are going to happen, but it's got to be your pitch. One spot.
I
Man.
just
Brutal.
and a guy like JT who struggled to start the year. Even see a couple.
Take
see a
some
couple.
time. Take some time.
There's no rush.
It drives me nuts. You sit there and even your little league coach has the mindset
Hey,
to just
take the
remind
first
players,
one.
Hey, 2 outs, 2 guys on. Let's not rush anything here. One spot. You're locked in with your perfect BP spot.
And they do that all the time. The
Yeah.
Phillies do it all the time. Runners in scoring position, 2 outs. We're swinging at the first pitch. Why?
And I got
Why?
news
Can
for you.
someone explain that to me
In that
as to why they do that?
in that spot with an open base, the one thing that you're probably not getting is a fastball right
No.
middle. It's just not happening. So make them come to the zone. Work the count a little bit. Make them come to you. No, instead.
That was a golden opportunity to tie this game back up. And
Brutal.
JT, guy's been around for a long time. He's been a good hitter throughout his career. That's a bad at bat. It's just a bad at bat.
I think what's worse is him being a catcher.
Yes.
Like, as the catcher, what you would want them to do to the guy in this spot, And so you just throw all that knowledge out the window and say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to jump on a first pitch."
Yeah, that was rough. I can't. This team with runners in scoring position, they get on base at an elite clip.
Oh yeah,
across Major League Baseball, and they just for some reason have trouble driving them in.
Oh, it's the
with
Toyota.
all these contracts that they have, all these big time contracts that they have.
Unbelievable.
So top of the fourth, 3-1 Diamondbacks, 3 hits each squad.
How far do you let Ranger go?
How many pitches is he at?
That's a good question. But they
I said 5 innings.
They tagged them. There you go. Stump the fans. Since 1900, only 4 pitchers have 300 plus strikeout seasons with 2 different organizations. Ooh. Who are they? Randy Johnson. I'm going to go for 1.
Randy Johnson for 1.
I'll go Roger Clemens.
Nolan Ryan.
I'm going to go Roger Clemens.
All right.
You got the 4th, Mike? Only 4 pitchers at 300 plus strikeouts for 2 different organizations. Who are they? So
one's got to be a Philly, right? That's why they're asking.
I got to think they're asking that, right?
No. Well, Randy Johnson played for Arizona, so probably
right.
Kurt Schilling.
That's
Kurt Schilling.
That's really good.
He played for both Philly and Arizona.
So we got Randy Johnson, Kurt Schilling, Nolan Ryan, and
Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens. All right.
Roger Clemens is my favorite player in the history of baseball.
How about that? See, learn something about Mike. Something new about Mike.
Do you know who Roger Clemens' kid is?
Yeah, he's 6.
Come on.
It's actually admirable that he's like
even good.
good.
That's hard, man. It's like being I guess it's not like being Michael Jordan's kid, but
LeBron's kid.
Kind of.
It's like
being Bronny.
It's on a similar level.
Being Bronny.
Roger Clemens, I don't know. He had 2 really amazing phases of his career. He kind of went away in the middle of his career, and then he had like a renaissance, maybe PED induced.
All right. So if you grew up and your dad was a Hall of Fame player in any sport, are you going to try to be a professional in that sport?
Sometimes you don't have a choice, I guess. I mean, you're just good at what you're good at.
Yeah, but what's the probability that you're able to do it as good, if not better?
A lot of times, I mean, you see these kids come up and they're like,
like the only guy I can think of in that particular environment that seems to me that did it better is Ken Griffey Jr. He's the only one that I know of.
Peyton Manning and Eli. Peyton and Eli. Better than
was their dad that good?
No, he wasn't good.
That
good. But
I'm
saying he was better than his dad, though.
Oh, no
you
doubt.
bring up the Griffey point.
No doubt.
Peyton was better than his dad.
What's it called, though? He was weird. Prince Fielder. He had like a short run of where he was like a superstar, and then he just vanished.
Well, how about Vlad
his dad
Guerrero
was
Jr.?
like, his dad was good for like a week. He came from Japan and hit all these homers, but he didn't have like a long longevity type of thing.
I'll give you a current one. Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I don't think he was better than his dad though.
Right now, I mean, could be. He's got a lot of time.
Yeah,
he just signed a contract with Toronto.
Yeah, but he's kind of
his father. How about that? The ball bouncing off the ground.
That was really good.
Bouncing off the ground.
I don't know that he was better than his dad, but they're comparable. It's not like the kid is Cody Clemens versus Roger.
What was the contract he just got, Vlad? He just got a long-term deal.
Massive.
I'm not saying he stinks. I'm just saying
I
don't know that he was
$600 million.
I don't know that he was better than his dad.
Well, you can't say it yet because he's so young. Like he's still in his mid-20s.
He's been around for.
I know, but he's still got time.
I'm not saying that he's better or worse. I'm just saying that his dad was amazing and that he's really good. So I don't know if he's better or worse, but it's not. My point was, it's not like Roger Clemens, who was a Hall of Famer, and his kid is a journeyman. Like, yeah, Guerrero's kid's awesome, but his dad was no slouch either.
No.
Whereas, like, Dante Bichette was a good player. He wasn't a great player.
There's such an advantage.
Biggio's kid is nowhere near his dad.
14 years, $500 million Vlad's contract.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, like Biggio's kid's nowhere near his dad.
Well, the other part of that is too, if you have the dad that's made it big, now you have, I'll call it an advantage in terms of knowing how to navigate the waters, knowing how to coach, knowing how to focus, what's the right way to kind of go about it. And that's so important in terms of the game. And I think that pedigree is what draws a lot of people.
It happens all the time. It's like you play, I coach Babe Ruth baseball, and we'll play in a tournament. And some kid on the other team, like, oh, his dad played in the majors. I mean, that might be someone you never ever heard of. But the fact that his dad was good enough to just get to the majors.
Oh, yeah.
Now his kid is almost by proxy the best player because he just has it in him. Like, he has the genes. It's like that level of player a lot of times is better than what his dad was, even with his dad reaching.
Well, and I think, like, even the mindset. I mean, you see some of these guys all the time. And, again, Mike, for you and I, we both coached for many, many years. There's too many guys that are out there that just they put a ridiculous amount of pressure on their own kid because it's their kid. And then you sit there and think, like, man, like, this isn't reality. And then you see a guy who played in the major leagues comes in and coaches, and you see his whole demeanor about how kind of chill and laid back he tends to be because he understands how to get the kids to relate. It's just
I'll tell you one thing about that I notice. The younger brother is generally always better than the older brother.
Always.
There's very few instances where I've coached a lot of brothers where the older brother is the better of the two. It's happened. It's not a lot, though. Usually, I'll get the dad will say, wait till you see my younger son. He's even better.
Right.
And it's a lot because he's been around the older kids all the time. And he's stuck at the field because his brother's at practice all day and he's throwing the ball around for 2 hours while he's But usually when I coach, the younger brother turns out to be better than the older brother.
Especially if they play a similar position, regardless of the sport.
Well, it's funny. Like right now, I have a younger brother. I had the older brother a couple of years ago. Two totally different players. One kid's a catcher who's kind of a bigger kid.
Yep.
The other kid is a tiny little center fielder real fast. I was like, because I said to the dad, I said, hey, how does your younger son compare to your older son? He goes, they're not even close. Both good players, though. Totally different positions, size, everything.
Dude, that's exactly how my sons were. Like coming up, they were by league age, a year apart. High school, they were 2 years. And my oldest, unbelievable, soft hands infielder, had speed, gap-to-gap hitter. Younger one, catcher, power hitter, typical 4 or 5 hole spot guy. Crazy.
Weird how that works.
It was kind of like my brother and I. Very different builds, very different. He was more of a pitcher. I wasn't. I was a utility player. We were just very different coming up. So I totally echo that stuff. Totally.
One of my coolest moments as both a dad and coach, though, was, again, you're playing some of the local ball type of things, but because of the way things worked out, my oldest son threw a no-hitter to my youngest son.
No, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
I had a situation where
the younger one called every pitch.
I had a situation where this is pretty cool. 3 brothers, and they all played college baseball, maybe all Division I. The Baselli brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Rob got drafted by the Reds. Anthony and Dominic. So I coached them all, and they were all on my team at the same time. And we had Dom was a catcher, and he was the youngest, catching for Robert, who was 15 and the oldest. So I had all 3 of them in the lineup at the same time for their 1 year.
Great baseball family.
But they all made it Division.
Yeah.
Robert got drafted with the Reds. He was a catcher. Anthony played. Man, they all went to some community college. I think they all went to the same community college, and then
they went to RCSJ Cumberland,
and then ended up Robert. I think transferred to St. John's.
Yep.
Anthony, I think, went to Fairleigh Dickinson.
you.
Dominic, I can't remember where he started and ended up. But to have 3 Division I level, to have 3 college, forget Division I. If they played JUCO or D3 all from the same family is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, to have all 3 of them go play in college. I mean, that's insanely impressive. Insane.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, so they call it timeout. Go out to visit Ranger. This is pitch 7.
Caleb Cobham, your guy.
Yeah.
Urinal guy.
Yeah. Did he say the water was really cold? No. So
his hands were wet when I never mind.
Did you shake his hand in the bathroom after or before washing him?
Yeah.
Talked to him for a couple minutes.
That's great.
Not in the bathroom. I waited until he came out. Although he introduced himself to me. I didn't recognize him.
So we got first and
All
second.
right, it's first and second with 2 outs.
Yep. 71 pitches in the
I would
inning.
think this is Rangers'
This
last
might be
inning.
it. Yeah. This might be it. They didn't show the bullpen. I didn't see anything going on in the bullpen.
This is where
I might have missed it.
they used to put like a little thing
warming
up top there.
Got to get on the producer. Come on, NBC Sports. Philly, what are we doing here?
There you go, on deck.
CP ranking seats.
Perdermo's a right-handed hitter, so I would imagine
Top of the lineup,
that
third time through.
this could be his last hitter here if he doesn't get out of this inning, or get this guy out.
You think that was a strategy? Only let him go through the lineup twice?
Oh,
That's trouble. Oh, God.
No, and this is where people. I think the Phillies are very strict with it's X amount of pitches or X amount of innings, whatever you get to first. Like 4 innings or 80 pitches, or 6 innings or 80 pitches, not 4 innings. You're not going to say, hey, we want you to pitch. If they can get 7 innings, then they want. But I think they're kind of like a 6 inning or 80 pitches type of thing, whatever comes first.
All right, now what the hell do we do?
There you go. You got Kirk. I'll tell you what, this is pretty telling about Kirkering in the 4th inning. That means he's lowered his leverage.
Yep. Yeah.
They've dialed him back on the leverage thing here, which I've been a big Kirkering guy, and he has been very disappointing.
Well, listen, we got to figure it out, right? This is a year that, admittedly, there's no depth in AAA. So it's not like before where you would option a guy for 10 days and then kind of figure things out and who would build your depth in the bullpen. So now you got Kirkering coming in the 4th. Oh,
and he's probably, when they entered the year, the highest leverage right-handed pitcher, him and Romano, and now both of them.
Oh, come on. That's a violation, man. City Connect jerseys on a Sunday as a fan? Like, are they for real?
What about the people wearing the baby blues?
What are they doing?
What about the baby blues on a Sunday?
I'm not a fan of that either.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Alec Baum whiffs at third base.
Oh. Boom.
We really picked a great game to do our first on the Porch episode here. Could be an epic comeback, though.
4th inning. Still time.
This ball here is
I mean,
he tried backhanding it, and
no, you got to make that play.
At least stop it. At least
stop it. That allowed a run to score.
Yeah, you got to make that play.
They score that in error.
Although the scores nowadays, I'm surprised Suarez. Although Kirkering just got up, so
I think they're just going to let him try and finish the inning now.
Well, they got a lefty hitter here. Yeah. Now Kirkering probably not ready, and then coupled with a lefty,
I just got a text message from our buddy Joe Bunning, the president of the South Jersey South Shore Baseball League, sent me the 2025 schedule, and it says that was 0 fun. You can relate. Making schedules is no fun. No. It's got to do the thing for the league.
How many teams are in that league now?
12 teams.
You throw it into ChatGPT. It'll spit out the schedule in 5 minutes. I made ours this year in 30 seconds. No, we only have 5 teams, so it was pretty easy.
That's not bad.
Well, 12 teams is pretty,
JT.
Oh, my God. The defense letting you down today. Look at this.
Throwing it in the center field.
Turner
has to pick that.
I would.
I mean, where at what point are we going to be fundamentally?
Man, if he picks that, he's out.
Consistent.
Look at this. If he's back, he's out.
You're a $300 million shortstop.
That's a perfect throw by JT, actually.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be another meme.
Watch him play short when he's 37 at $27 million.
Al Fisher wanted to know if your IPA passed the smell test.
it wouldn't be here if not. It's a bad question. Wow.
This fourth inning.
Nobody
paying attention.
Nobody saying anything. No, nothing.
Runner just moved from second to third while Ranger was still on the mound.
Well, they have an out base hit, and there's another run.
7-1.
Wow. Suarez, 82 pitches, his first game back. Just hanging him out there to dry, huh?
Here he comes.
There you go. Okay, Ranger, about that. What was that?
Here comes Kirk.
I can't believe they're bringing Kirkering in the fourth. I mean, especially down 7-1, you would think this. What happened over there? There's a message on the screen.
Our ex having trouble.
That's no good. That's a rookie question by Al Fisher, but I would expect no less.
Well,
that's coming from an amateur who doesn't understand what the smell test means to the beer. First thing yesterday, we bought the beer. Heidi did.
I mean, you do it with wine too.
Yeah, why wouldn't you do it with your IPA? You could smell right away.
Would you not drink it?
What?
If you weren't in agreement with the smell, would you not drink it?
I tried, but I could predict right off the bat whether or not it would be good or not. Generally.
Really?
1,000%.
1,000% is pretty high.
Yeah, I could smell it and say this is going to be really good. You could smell the hops.
So you're saying if it had a stronger smell, you would assume it's not going to be good?
No, I would assume it would be really good. Not assuming. I know it's going to be really good.
I guess I never thought about smelling the beer.
Well, if you're
the wine, I would, but anything else, I drink.
When you open that next beer, not right now. When you open it, you could smell it and smell that, and then grab a crappy one.
Like, well, we won't name names.
Well, yeah, that doesn't have a smell. There's no it doesn't have the same level of hoppiness in it.
Yeah. All right, so how do we climb back into this game? Are we going to actually showcase some patience and try to get some runners on, or are we just going to swing again at the first pitch with runners at second, third, and 2 outs?
Feels like, hey, we already took the first 2 games of the series. It's a wet, nasty day out. It's a weird 2 o'clock start because of the Broad Street run.
I forgot. We're still not out of the fourth yet.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of bringing Kirkering in here. I imagine this was discussed ahead of time to say, hey, we got to bring him in a lower leverage situation just to try to get him back on track.
7-1.
Yeah, it says X is having problems at the moment.
This is a guy I thought the Phillies should have looked at in the offseason. Grichuk. Be the right-handed platoon outfielder.
Yeah.
He matches left-handed pitching now. Right-handed pitching, not much to write home about.
Ballpark is pretty packed for it being a horrible weather day. But at the price of those tickets, I guess you're not really going to just not go.
They looked to go yesterday, actually. Tickets were, okay price. You can get seats lower level in the $70 range. Problem is, after the fees and everything, it's up over $200.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So as of a couple weeks ago, I don't know if it's still the case now, Phillies are going to play the Rays at George Steinbrenner Field.
Yeah. Yep.
I had saw seats that were between the 6th and the 8th row behind home plate, $230 a piece.
It's a shame they're playing them during the week.
Yeah. Place would have been jumping if it was the weekend.
There you go, Bones.
It's the backhand.
Fine strike across the diamond.
Day late, dollar short.
I switched over to a little Lagunitas daytime, by the way. This is my go-to porch beer, beach beer. Very easy drinking. 3 carbs, 98 calories, 4%. Very easy. That Tonewood is one of my favorite beers, though. The Fuego.
I think you actually are the one that introduced me to the Tonewood Fuego.
It's good.
I got introduced to it on Happy Hour Friday. Listeners texted it in, and I said, all right, I'll give it a shot. And I went and picked up a 6-pack. Normally what happens for the people on Happy Hour Friday, people text in their beers. After I'm done all the show on a Friday, I'll stop on my drive home. There's 2 liquor stores, and I'll stop and pick one of the recommendations out, a 6-pack, and bring it home with me and try it out. So that Fuego, someone recommended a while ago when we first started doing the Happy Hour Friday. I picked up. And I said, man, that was a great recommendation.
Yeah. So the Tonewood Fuego is one of my go-tos on draft at La Scala's in Glassboro.
See, I prefer a can.
So, what?
I prefer a can.
You prefer a can?
Nah.
What?
You gotta go.
You're just talking to me about the smell and the thing of the beer, and the can. No, that's fraudulent. From a beer standpoint,
That's an issue.
What? Who?
I'm trying to listen to 2 people who don't know shit about beer.
Who prefers?
Trying to tell me how to drink beer.
Prefers a can over a draft?
People who like beer.
Wow. If you ever talk to a brewmaster, they're going to tell you to drink out of the can versus the draft.
It varies on the different style of the beers. Yeah.
Like Guinness. Not drinking it out of a can.
No, I wouldn't drink Guinness out of a can. I wouldn't prefer Guinness out of a can either. That's what I said.
So it varies.
It varies. I prefer an IPA out of the can.
So, okay.
We're back on X, by the way.
Okay, good. Glad we're back on X. So would you pour the beer out of the can into like the glass?
No, yesterday I was out at a place. The lady asked if I wanted a glass. I said no.
Why?
Because I like it. I think we just established it. I'd like it out of a can.
This is the group chat lie. Literally. Yeah. This is what it is. The group chat lie.
Dude.
I've established that I'd like the beer out of the can.
Thing I've not ever heard, but I mean that's pretty up there. Beer's not meant like it's like give it freedom, man. Like let it out. Like let
you struck a nerve, Gill.
I don't care. I prefer it out of a can. What do you want me to do?
So you go to.
Who am I supposed to talk to about this?
So you go to.
How am I supposed to change the way that my preference is?
So you go to a bar and you're like, let me see the list of cans.
I do. I actually
versus
say
the draft.
I will 100% say, hey, do you have anything in a can?
Wow. I think this is a poll question.
I think so too.
I'm gonna put a poll.
I would because
right now
I'm like, if I am in the minority on this one.
I don't think you are, but I also don't think a lot of people drink beer.
We need that guy Gary Montesoro to tell us why.
He emailed me last night.
Why should you drink it out of a can versus a draft or a draft versus a can?
I feel that the beer is colder, longer out of the can. I think it gets too warm in the glass when it sits there.
What if it's a frosted glass?
Frosted glass is for to make people think that you got a cold glass. That thing that's frosted for the first 8 seconds and then it's not anymore. That's the biggest fraud going. Yeah, you want a frosted mug? Yeah, until you pour the thing in the glass and then it's not frosted anymore.
The can
stays colder long. It's I don't like a bottle. Do you like a bottle or a can?
It's funny you say that. So I generally will if I'm having company over, I'll go out of my way to buy bottles because I feel like it's supposed to be better. I don't know if that's really the truth, but I really like the aluminum bottles.
Oh, they're the worst.
If I have the aluminum bottles,
they suck.
They're the worst.
No.
Aluminum bottle, I'd rather just not even have one.
Yeah.
It's like when someone says it's an open bar and they're serving an aluminum bottle, like, gee, thanks.
All right.
I'm in the worst spot ever when I go to open bars.
No one's serving IPAs.
Which is preposterous. You're sitting there making fun of these other beers. Nobody drinks them anymore. And you go to an open bar, they're like, hey, we have beer that no one drinks. Yeah. It's on me. Thanks a lot. Hey, no one's drinking these beers, and I'm paying for them.
I just
look at today's day and age, don't you say?
Put out the poll. Draft or can?
Draft or can? Go retweet, vote.
By the way, I fully expect to lose this because most people are not like beer
I
drinkers.
just want to get the sense of the people out there. At Earnshaw Radio.
Like I said, there's a lot of times.
Go vote on X, the X platform. Go vote. Can or would you prefer to go?
Your favorite
Draft.
beer. It's available in a draft or a can. Which one do you want?
I say this saying, I expect that most people are going to like a draft.
I'm just curious.
Listen.
I'm just curious now.
I've known you for quite some time, and I guess I just never
really know him. Did you really know him?
You know, I grew up. The bar that I grew up going to doesn't have. They don't have draft beer. No draft beer. Always
that is a pet peeve of mine too. I go to a bar and I'm like, oh, what do you have on draft? Oh, we don't have any beer on draft. What?
It's the best bar.
No, it's terrible. It's terrible.
You hear that? Robert's Place at Margate. He called you terrible.
It's terrible. Get a draft.
Nah,
get a draft.
Draft beer makes the bar smell. It's smelly. It's dirty. The lines get dirty. That's why I don't like draft beer.
Going to the bar for the smell? Come on.
Yeah, I like sitting in a stinky. You ever go to a bar? It just smells like stale beer. That's because of the draft beer. Yeah, and that means
it's because you got.
I don't like draft beer because
people are mopping the floor.
I don't like draft beer because I don't trust that people are cleaning the lines out and they get nasty and mildewy and moldy and slimy in the lines. That's my reason.
You're really good at some high class places, I guess.
No, I go to places that are dive bars. That's where you go. I'm not claiming. I never claim to go to high class places. I'm not a hoity-toity. I'll go to the lowest of low bar, but I also don't think they clean the.
It's all part of the experience, man.
Yeah, drinking moldy beer. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I'm still here. It's been working out okay.
It still is the question. Still is the key.
Weston Wilson going down looking. Rodriguez got 7 Ks.
He's looking around. It's not like that in Lehigh. Yep. And you keep this up, you'll be going back. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
That's right down the middle.
You can't. And he takes his leg guard off. Like, oh, yeah, I'm getting on base.
Oh, this is my favorite meme of the day, by the way.
Not even close. Here he comes.
You guys see this one?
The cheese yeah, with the oven mitt, nonetheless.
He is the oven mitt.
Oh God! Oh no, I know. I'm saying that, but yeah, the oven mitt thing is ridiculous.
Oh man, youth baseball.
The kid is dressed in an oven mitt. His uniform is the oven mitt.
So, if I want
someone for Halloween should do that. Be an oven mitt for Halloween. That'd be a solid costume.
So, what color do you think Rohan's his pants are at Home Depot?
Oh,
like that was a strike too.
He doesn't even look like he can move in those things.
They call that a ball, but that was a strike. Oh, he has like Rojas has the pants underneath
so does Castellanos does that.
What's his cleats thrown?
Castellanos does that too.
That's dumb. To me, it's like you just watch yourself just trip running to first base.
He's the fastest guy in the league. I think I won't question him. Yeah, Castellanos does that too, where he puts the back end underneath of his cleats.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Draft has taken an early lead.
The draft.
Early lead. Not by much.
Yeah. Again, as I said,
that sounds like a Knicks nugget to me if I've ever.
I don't expect that most people would vote can over draft.
So tomorrow on the air, am I bringing up the results of the poll?
I would.
24 hours.
I definitely.
It'll be done by. It's 3:30 now, so it'll be done before the numbers.
Perfect. Yeah. 3-1 here. I mean, 2 outs. You got to do some damage here.
7-1.
We got to at least get 1 run here. Get a little momentum going. Get the crowd back into it. You got people looking like they're taking a nap.
7-1. Bottom of the 4th.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of dirty draft lines out there.
I guess I've never really thought of it much. And I worked in a bar for quite some time.
It's very.
So we know
we had a process. We had a process every week. You go through, you sanitize the thing, you change the keg, you do the same thing.
That's down. There you go. Rojas in the Bermuda Triangle. Leave it to Rojas to be the first guy to step up and get a hit with a runner on.
Sosa and Rojas finally
Here we go.
They're on the same page.
How did Sosa get on?
Johan Rojas.
Sosa wall.
I think I was making the poll. He got on this.
Yeah.
I know we got the second on that. The catcher got crossed up.
Just chip away.
Look at him.
Chip away.
Look at
What I
him.
say about Rojas, I don't care how hard you hit the ball, just find a little space. I don't need the 9-hole hitter to have 107 off the bat.
I like his Ronald McDonald starter set with the gloves being yellow.
Ooh.
You know, right now would be a nice time for like Trey Turner to maybe not listen to Rob Thompson and show off a little power. You know,
I'll
Well,
take a double.
Let's just have an approach. 2 outs. We're down 5. We got to keep things going. Get the power guys behind you. Give us a shot.
I don't need a home run here. Hit a double.
Just
something.
Go gap, opposite gap. Right field gap is what you're looking right here.
2-0 count.
You got to be looking right center gap. That'll bring because Rojas will score from there.
what was the 3rd inning, right? When Rio Muta had runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs and swung at the first pitch. And
Yes. End of the 3rd.
not good. We don't need that. Like we
Not
need
great.
2-0. Keep working.
Oh, God.
Come
Ground
on,
out
man.
for Turner. 0 for 3 today in the leadoff spot. 0 for 3.
There he is. You want to see how a guy hits 300? There you go. There's Rojas. Willie McGee. He's the modern day Willie McGee. Vince Coleman. Remember, you probably don't know Vince Coleman. Vince Coleman was him and Willie McGee both were like 100 steal guys. And they were both in the Cardinals lineups, like back to back.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Vince Coleman. Let's see.
Otto Kemp was on a cycle watch. He's got a home run, a triple, and a single.
Stop it.
Down at Lehigh Valley.
Well, the double's doable.
The double's very doable.
Big time.
Shout out Phillies tailgate, by the way. JT Realmuto is 1 for 28 against lefties this year.
Phillies tailgate might be one of the best Phillies. Told him that before because they retweeted me when I did on the porch last week. Phillies tailgate. I don't know who the guy who runs that thing is, but he is really good. He's the best of all the Phillies. Like
he's all over it.
Awesome.
Constant content.
He does a really good job.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, and
got 2 different commercials on here, by the way.
The Google hears you, man.
They are listening.
Well, apparently, it's kind of interesting, actually, the lineup of – I'm not going to talk about the products that's dialing in on you, Mike Gill, but some of them are alarming.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
For sure.
I don't know about some of those. They're
Yeah,
doing
prom season, right?
Prom season, right?
Yeah, so we got the Men's Warehouse commercial rocking out
Yep.
there. Oh, it's a Wheeler bobblehead. Okay. Nick, you a bobblehead guy?
Heck yeah.
You
I
are.
got a ton.
Oh, you
Got a ton. I'm a big sports card guy.
All right.
I have
sports card thing I can get, man. That's a big.
I've debated whether I should start posting some videos if I'm breaking. I think I might start doing that.
Did you see the video?
Unboxing them.
Trout and his son. And
with the baseball card?
And Trout and he got himself.
Yeah.
1 of 1.
Yes, I do remember that. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember
I was
seeing
like,
it. Unreal.
Dude, that's wild.
The craziest card I ever pulled was a 1 of 25 Jason Dominguez, New York Yankees.
Really?
Auto. Orange refractor. In college.
So how about this? When they have the contract and they get paid to autograph the cards or whatnot, do you know they're not allowed to keep one of their own cards?
Nope, they're not. Crazy.
Absolutely wild.
Crazy.
So
now I wonder, like, if you pull it out of a pack, like,
if you pull it out of the pack, it's fair game. You bought the pack.
Yeah, you bought the pack. I think it should be okay. Yeah.
That,
by the way, Kirkering's back out there for the 5th. They sent him back out.
10 pitches. Oh, that'll help if it stays in.
Bohm going all over the place. Looked like he juked himself out going to catch that pop up.
Yeah, I got to imagine if it's still somewhat raining. That's not a great feeling.
Yeah,
straight into the sky.
Yeah. Into the gray, you lose it.
Yeah.
It's tough. No, but I pulled that in college. I got it graded. It was a 9, and I eventually sold it.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a pretty cool story behind that. I was in a card shop. It was the last pack. There was a dad and his son in front of me. I was just kind of wandering around. There was 3 Bowman packs left. It was a Bowman card.
Yeah.
And the guy at the front, I'm just overhearing it saying, hey, they wanted 2 Bowman packs, 1 for each of them. There was 3 left. The guy was like, nah, I just want 2. So they left the last pack in there. I went up, I'll take that last Bowman pack. The 1 of 25 Jason Dominguez was
huge.
I sold it for a nice price.
What a pull.
So if that dad and his son are out there, I apologize.
So before even the card thing became a thing again, it kind of got hot because I think when I was growing up, it had some popularity to it, and then it went quiet for many years.
It goes in phases, like the popular. It's still big now. Like right now, it's big again. It kind of cooled off after COVID. It got massive. This is when I kind of bought. I bought it. It was during that time.
So I have a complete set of 1983 tops.
Whew.
And that includes the rookie cards of Wade Boggs and Tony Gwynn.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I bought so many Alec Boehm rookie cards. They're worth nothing.
It's always the gamble, man.
They're worth nothing.
Always the gamble.
I have a distant relative, George Earnshaw, played for the Philadelphia Athletics in 1929. I got his card in Cooperstown.
Had to go back inside forever.
We were talking sports cards.
Yeah. I used to be a card collector back in when I was a kid card collector. So that used to be the thing to do. Ride your bike. I lived in Margate growing up.
Yeah.
You would ride your bike and hang out at the card store all day and watch other people open up packs.
Well, I was just telling him I might start doing some unboxings.
Yeah. My cousin just opened up a card store.
Where?
Hey, look at this.
And you didn't tell me?
Look at this kid.
It's near you.
He caught the foul ball, man.
Oh my gosh! I just went to a new one not too long ago when I had a day off.
JT, throw down a second. Oh, come on, man! Can somebody make a tag? That's 2. And you know what stinks? That's going to count against his stolen bases allowed. That's terrible.
That's brutal. That's the second one today that Edmundo Sosa and Trey Turner. It was a perfect throw by a one-hop, perfect throw by JT Realmuto. Probably could have gotten 2 guys out. And JT's frustrated. They're showing him on the screen now. I'd be frustrated too, to be honest. That's brutal. 7-2, top 5, runner on second, 1 out, Kirker again.
Who was the meme when JT used to roll it, when they caught him rolling his eyes coming out of the...
I just went to a newer one recently. No, I've never been to this one.
He just opened it, not
Black Horse Pike in Mount Ephraim? Oh my God, this is right near me.
Yeah. My cousin's
husband.
I'm
coming by.
My cousin's husband.
It's not the former site of the Fantasy Show barn.
Although it looks like he's using the Phillies.
Yeah, like the City Connect.
Oh God, that's not.
I figured you would be a City Connect guy.
No,
yeah, I'm shocked.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
No.
It's got cornball written all over it. Dad jokes and stuff.
I did.
Hey, look at my cool City Connect.
So a couple weeks ago, we were at the Phillies game, and it got unexpectedly cold. So I walk up, and I go out, and I walk into not the pro shop, not the Majestic Clubhouse, but the tent next to the first base gate where they have some.
Okay, yeah.
I go in there. City Connect hoodies are 50% off.
I actually don't mind the hoodie because it's like a navy blue and it doesn't have. I just don't like the uniform. I don't look.
Here comes
I'm a traditionalist with baseball. I think any uniform that has like colored pant is a.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you hate the powder blues.
I don't hate them. They're not my favorite.
What?
They're okay. I mean,
They're not okay. They're the second best uniform in sports.
Well, you do think about this, right? Like, if the Phillies are home for a full week, it's kind of out of hand. Because Thursday, you got powder blues. Fridays, you got City Connect. And then Sundays, you got the cream. And sometimes I'll wear Saturdays, it was a matinee cream.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, how many uniforms do you really need?
Well, they cut out was the red one, right?
Yeah, I like the red ones.
I like the red.
I like the red. Yeah.
Oh, they were the worst. Thank goodness they got rid of those.
No, I like the red ones.
By the way, see that kid in the back, dark hair, went to college with. That's Seth Fisher. It's Murph's intern.
Hey,
Murph has his own intern.
Yeah. Shout out Seth.
Seth is dialed in right now.
Seth is dialed in.
I would say these creams I could do without.
I like the cream.
You know that the Phillies are one of. I don't know how many teams.
Double them up.
Double play.
Turkery.
The Phillies are
The
one of.
dogfish.
I don't know the
Dogfish and double play.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know the answer to the question, but the Phillies are one of X amount of teams that don't have the city on their road uniforms.
Don't have their city.
Like if you look at Arizona's right now,
Boston.
it says Arizona across the front.
Boston says
Boston,
Boston.
New York.
New York says New York. The Mets, they say New York.
Miami.
When they're on the road,
Miami.
their road uniforms say the city that they're from.
Yeah.
When they're at home, it says the name of their team.
Is it
The
because
Phillies are one of.
because of the name?
Oh, you know what? I kind of want to look this up.
It won't fit. You can't put Philadelphia.
I'm sure the person could figure it out.
It would be bad.
Pittsburgh is written on the front of theirs. It's in cursive script. I like the Pittsburgh Grays.
They gave Seth a shout out on the broadcast too, by the way.
Philadelphia is way longer than any other name to put on the front of a jersey. I mean, I guess that's why City Connect says Philly.
I have faith that they could figure it out. That's not the problem of why I don't think it's on that.
Phillies. Why not be the Phillies? If you can only fit Philly, and the
Regardless, I don't know what the reason is, but they are one of very few teams. I don't know how many teams it is that don't have the name of their city on their road.
Cardinals. Well, they do have they have ones that say St. Louis.
Oh God, how about the Lou? It's like, hey, look at the bar we play for, the Lou.
I like
Chicago has the road. Phillies, Los Angeles.
The point of it is City Connect. So obviously, if you live in St. Louis,
Mr. Catherine getting City Connect.
If you live in St. Louis, that must be something that must be synonymous with St. Louis.
Detroit, Baltimore has it across. Yep. Toronto, Boston, Chicago White Sox, San Fran, Milwaukee.
Maybe we need to investigate.
The Angels don't. The Angels go Angels across.
Well, they don't know what city they're from.
They're in a big battle. They don't like to really claim
Kansas City wears Kansas City across. Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay doesn't have it across.
They're also not in Tampa Bay. Yep. Now they are.
Houston. Cincinnati.
I like the Houston
Washington,
City Connect jerseys.
Minnesota. Colorado. Colorado's, they're in Denver, but they're the whole state.
It says Colorado.
Texas. Atlanta. Cleveland says it across. Yeah, Miami. Miami says it across too.
Harper.
So how many?
Let me count.
Don't. Philadelphia is one of them.
Philadelphia's one. So we have.
Oh, and he punches them out. This is a really nice pitch, actually.
It's out of his own, but.
Rodriguez, 80 pitches in the fifth. Got to get into the bullpen here.
It's 8 strikeouts, by the way.
Got to get into the bullpen.
Now, the box on the screen said that wasn't a strike.
I think it's a strike. Not that I'm rooting
So it
against
looks
the guy.
like 3 total. At 4 counting Oakland now since they don't have a city. So 4. 4 teams.
Is there a reason why? Do we know?
Would they maybe
Doesn't
put
say.
PHILA? Like Phila?
You can write Philadelphia across the front. I'm sure a seamstress could get that to work. It's not the problem.
I don't know you'd be able to really read it too good.
They could put like cursive small script, like Pittsburgh is
I mean,
small.
look at the amount of letters on there. Philadelphia? It's like
12.
Romano coming in.
12 letters on the front of a jersey, dude. No way. It's like Schwallenbach when he pitches for Atlanta.
Yeah, but the font of his name is a lot bigger.
Yeah, we'll just give out magnifying glasses to the fans so they can figure out what
Pittsburgh does it. Baltimore does it.
It's not 12 letters, man. It's not 12 letters.
It doesn't
12
matter.
is a lot. 12 is
The
a lot.
amount of letters is not the reason. I think
what's great is that they're returning to the All-Star game, right?
Yeah.
The regular jerseys.
Yeah, I like that. Rough day at the office for Schwarber.
9 strikeouts for Rodriguez today.
Well, if you looked at the matchups, like I was looking at MLB.com, it really wasn't a great day to bet the Phillies to win.
No.
Because Rodriguez is quite the history. Of course, the one guy who has the most success with the most at-bats against Rodriguez decided he didn't need to be in the lineup today. Kepler bats .400 against this guy, has 2 home runs and 17 at-bats, and he's sitting on the bench waiting for a meaningless pinch hit appearance, which will probably happen in about the 8th inning.
Yeah, like Pittsburgh, I like theirs. They have the small script.
Yep.
Yeah, but how many letters is that? 8?
9.
3 letters is a lot of
San
real estate
Francisco
on a jersey.
You know, a couple eyes though. Eyes are small.
San Francisco has it across.
San Francisco has it across. That is true.
It's not the amount of
man.
letters. It's the problem. A lady or a man could figure out how to get them to fit.
Yeah, but it just looks jumbled.
Great. You don't even know what it looks like. You can't even see it. Doesn't
I
exist.
can visualize it. It's a lot of letters. I mean, how does San Francisco's away uniforms look? Not
Pretty cool.
great.
No, they're pretty cool.
They're terrible. They're just
Yeah, you do it in
blah,
cursive.
gray with
All road uniforms are gray.
just blah.
Castellanos.
They're my favorite ones. The gray
get there.
Phillies.
Drop third.
See, Arizona, right across the front. You come in from another town, you know where they're from. I think there was a jersey that somebody made that said Philadelphia across the front.
Well, the Sixers did it before.
Not with
I
Philadelphia.
think it was PHILA.
They did City of Brotherly Love.
But yeah, you can make
What?
it fit with cursive.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, I wouldn't buy.
Doug's
shit
like,
that.
no, don't put all those letters
Don't
on the
put all
front.
the letters, man. Less is more. I'd go with
Less is more, and he didn't like the
PHILA.
St.
I'd
Louis
go with that.
ones.
The Lou.
No, and the hat, the ST.
No, 3 letters on a hat is another fail. STL. It's like little.
I got all these on mine.
Yeah, but you know they have like a single P for the Phillies. You have NY for the Yankees. Whatever. Dude, they put STL. Bold, like left to right next to each other. That's.
I like the Lou uniforms. Did you like those? The
St.
Cardinals
Louis ones?
Yeah.
I didn't mind them. Those were cool.
Those
I
were
like
cool.
Cincinnati's. I think Cincinnati is some of the best. Now, Baltimore, I like their City Connects too.
Yeah.
Baltimore's nice. They have Baltimore across.
Yeah, Baltimore.
Cursive.
Yep.
The ones that have longer letters, they usually use cursive letters and make them the font smaller.
Hey, look, it's the Philly of the week, Max Kepler. He was so good, we had to give him a day off. Like what?
There you go. See?
Awful. Awful. With a capital A.
I don't mind that.
It's awful.
I don't know why it would be awful. It looks the same as the ones they wear already.
It's a little bit smaller font.
You
because
put
gotta fit it.
you put that jersey on, and it's just gonna go like this.
I have no problem with that.
It's not gonna look that way when you put it on somebody's. I'm telling you.
Here comes
You're
Jordan.
not telling me anything. I'm not listening to you because it looks fine.
God. Did they put the white flag up in center field? Is that what's going on right now?
I think it actually looks pretty cool. I would prefer that they wore these.
We should make a petition.
I don't know why they don't. I don't know if it's ever been like explained, like what the reasoning is. But I read that somewhere a couple of years ago, like, because I'm always like, why doesn't theirs say Philadelphia? Every other team says the name of the city they're from. The Phillies, like, what'd you say? There's 3?
4 now because they're not in Oakland anymore. So the Athletics.
They're really trying to get to. Maybe Romano has a pitch in a couple days. When was the last time Romano pitched?
It was last. So
see, every time people watch games with how they would manage the game every single day, and that's not how these guys manage games.
No, listen, that part I get, but
it's like in this moment right now, I would do this, and they're like, "Well, that's great, but I can't manage the game like that today because this guy hasn't pitched in 3 games. We wanted to make sure we got him in the game today."
He pitched on Friday. The last time he pitched before that was the 27th. So the Friday was the 2nd. He pitched on the 27th.
But there's also like this guy. Are you getting the best version of Jordan Romano by making him pitch in this spot?
No. Find out. You're saying no. He's 2-2. What if he gets a strikeout right here? Or a pop-up. There you go. If he gets a 1-2-3 inning, are you getting the best version of him? You said no immediately. He's got 1 out.
He barely threw a strike.
So let's just keep moving the goalpost. He gets an out. Is this the best version of him? Do you want him to get an out or not?
Did he get him out, or did the batter get himself out?
Sometimes you got to know the batter. If I know the batter's going to get himself out, then I'm going to throw a pitch that I know he'll get himself out on.
Rojas pulling a Castellanos.
I want to know when
Rojas
you're.
and Castellanos are on the same page now. Like
half the jerseys open.
And the jersey.
Oh no, Rojas wears the jersey.
I know, but like today we looked a little.
Well, it's wet. It's wet. It's a little wet out there today. A lot of times, this is like, hey, go out there and just get an inning and work it. You're down 7-2 in the 6th. I mean, generally, I'm not like, why am I using my high leverage guys in this spot? They don't play tomorrow, too.
Yeah, probably with the day off tomorrow. That's why they're getting some work in.
Yeah, it's like, we're off tomorrow. You haven't thrown a lot recently. Just go out there and throw an inning. There you go.
Looking good.
Is this the best version of Romano? Probably not, but if he's any better than this, I'd be
8 pitches, no pressure. You're down 5, just don't give up a run.
It's like Castellanos getting up there up by 5 runs.
No runs.
This is Castellanos when the game's close. When he's up 5, he'll hit one out of here. The pitcher the other day, was it yesterday? They intentionally walked Schwarber.
Oh, almost had that Schwarber.
Schwarber. Oh,
damn.
Oh,
well, he's
good throw. Would have had him. They intentionally walked Schwarber yesterday to get to Castellanos. I'm laughing. I'm sitting here like, these guys look at Castellanos walk up and just be like, "All right, here's an out." If you have a guy, can you imagine? Right, 300 with 35 homers and over 100 RBIs, and someone walks someone intentionally to pitch to me.
That's crazy.
That's an ultimate, like, you are an out. And you just said, he'll get himself out. I don't even have to get you out. You'll get yourself out. That is the one thing with these pitchers. It's like to try to teach a pitcher to say, you don't need to get the guy out. Half these guys will get themselves out. These guys pitch all the time to try to get guys out. You don't need to pitch to try to get guys out. Half these guys will get themselves out. Like, to try to teach somebody that is so hard to get them to understand that, but these hitters all get themselves out most of the time. This guy really dropped off. Carroll. I don't know how runners don't take off from second to third on Romano every time.
So slow.
He cannot let anybody on. Watch, you can time him perfectly every time. He does this little shimmy. He'll look back one time, and he goes forward. There he goes. 1-2. He rocks. And there he goes. 1-2. And there's the rock. Every time. He looks back at you, then he looks back 1-2. Every time. I mean, dude, if my guy's on second base and I see the pitcher do that every time, here's a sign. Go. He's looking at you. He'll go to the plate. He has that big.
Just keeps
flopping that slider up there.
Still bothers me that Arizona won Game 7 at Citizens Bank Park. Awful. Ugh.
There you go.
Had that series locked up. Just watched it just float away.
Trey taking some control.
Trey.
All right, Romano, 14 pitch inning. There you go. What's he lowered his ERA to? 10.50?
Is that 11 coming in? 11. Jeez.
So I'm guessing this will be the last time through the Phillies lineup before we decide to just make some pinch hitting appearances here for little to no reason.
Who?
Top.
Who's up the bat?
Real Muto.
JT's
not going to hit for him.
Sosa.
Doubtful. I mean, if it was a close game, they might hit for in that spot. But probably not now.
JT, Bohm, and Sosa. Do what?
JT, Bohm, Sosa. Nope.
By the way, check on the poll. Draft leading.
I asked Heidi. She gave me the same answer. She thinks that you get a better taste, true taste out of the can, which we both agree. That's why you do the smell test. Can't get the same smell out of the draft. The draft lines, too many places are compromised, so you don't get the same. It's a big problem in a lot of places. They're not going to tell you that. I mean, who wants to say, hey, I have dirty draft lines?
I don't think most people would probably even know that they have dirty draft lines.
The bars?
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's not like you don't go searching through the lines. You just have a process, and it's like, hey, Mike, you're the bartender. On Thursday nights, you got to sterilize the line.
Yeah.
Well, you can't look into it. Like, what are you going to do? You
I'm
trust that the bartender you're paying is doing the process.
I understand that, and I'm saying I don't know that it's being done correctly, or the lines, even if you're cleaning them out, the buildup in there of a beer going through the lines all day for the week, I don't feel like they're getting cleaned properly, so that when the beer comes out, sometimes it can be compromised. Not much like a different friend. You get a bad bottle sometimes. Get a bad bottle sometimes, like the you turn it and there's like, that's happened before.
Like the cap is not.
Yeah, you get a cap that sometimes, like if they get wet, sometimes like it'll get rusty inside.
Leave the bottle in the cooler. Long time.
The can doesn't have that problem.
Yeah, but the can, like you don't know what things that climb around in warehouses and things.
Wash that off.
You don't wash that.
Yeah.
You do not wash
the Bomer? No.
Let's
down the
go.
line.
All the cans, all washed. These all sat in water, washed in that thing right there. That's why the Yeti's out here.
To wash the cans?
Yes.
That's why the Yeti's out here.
It has water in it.
To wash the cans.
So that didn't I pull these out of the Yeti?
Did you wipe the thing down? No, you didn't wipe the thing down. You just popped it open like I would. I don't wipe off the thing.
You rinse them off.
I'm running the risk that, the liquor store runs a tight ship and that there's not things climbing around.
Now you're just saying something that sounds stupid. Like, I'd like to be the guy that sounds stupid.
No.
I mean, it's one thing to play the other side, but you don't have to keep sounding like, hey, yes, the liquor store is not wiping down. I'm well aware of that when I buy the cans. They're not wiped down. They're in the box. They can't wipe them down. They're already prepackaged. I mean, come on.
I have no comment. I'm not even commenting.
I mean, why would I think that the liquor store wiped down
comment. where this conversation took a nice little veer.
I mean, come on. Yeah, they opened up the box, washed them down, then resealed the box.
No nuggets for that, though. I got no nuggets for that one.
How did the picture almost get synced perfectly now?
It like reloaded on one of the TVs.
Somehow it's like almost perfectly.
Yeah.
Take it. I didn't mind having it delayed though, because you can.
Nobody touched anything though.
I think it reloaded itself. It's all right. On the porch.
Yeah. Dreary day, but
It's a perfect. No, dreary days are perfect on the porch day.
Yeah.
Last night we watched the game out here and the Kentucky Derby. We had the Derby on. Now the Derby went on the main TV and the Phillies were on the side just for the live race, and then we flipped them back.
Right.
But we had the live play-by-play. My guy Larry Colmus, who I've interviewed before, great dude, great stories. You ever hear the story? We had him on the podcast. I used to do a podcast called Announcers Schedules, and we would talk to announcers about their travels and like being here, there, and one night you're doing an NBA game, and the next day you're doing a football game. And so Larry Colmus, did you know they announced this yesterday too? He's the first play-by-player to do the Kentucky Derby for 15 straight years.
Wow.
So we had him on the podcast, and he is famous for the Derby, but he called a horse race where the one horse's name was My Wife Knows Too Much, and the other one was My Wife Doesn't Know. And the two horses were neck and neck coming down the stretch. My wife knows too much. My wife doesn't know. My wife knows too much. And it was hilarious. So he told us about like the whole like calling that race and how funny it was. But you got to go on YouTube. Just put it in.
Oh
put
man, that's great.
that is pretty legendary.
It's hilarious.
So how about
you can't beat that?
How about all 19 horses in the Derby yesterday had lineage tied
From
to
Secretariat? Yes, I did see that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that.
My girlfriend's a big fan of the Derby.
I was trying to figure that out.
You guys are talking about bucket list
Is that
today.
a bucket list?
It's her number one bucket
Number
list.
one?
Yep. I would say it is on. It would definitely. I don't know if it's number one. I've been to the Preakness. She's been to the Belmont.
I saw Smarty Jones in a race, one of the local tracks.
Wow.
My dad took me. It was like only two horses were running that day.
Smarty Jones. The only horse I was in a car commercial.
Really?
Yeah, Chapman Ford back in the day.
About that. But yeah, I remember he put me on shoulders when they opened the
commenting
gate.
on here, by the
and
way.
we went.
Guys, they know they have dirty draft lines. They just don't care. I'm with you, K-Dub. I'm with you. I know too many, and listen, I know a lot of bar owners and everything. I just don't know that a lot of the people are up on it.
I'm alive. I'm here.
I'm alive.
Kicking.
I just choose, if I can, to not drink a draft if I don't have to.
Do you ask to see the lines before they order?
Mike's gonna be that guy to ask for the. Can I check?
Yeah, I go take a picture.
I don't think it's something if you drink once or twice, or maybe 50 times. I'm just saying. I think the taste. You're asking me why I prefer. I think the taste in the can is a truer taste because the lines are dirty a lot of times. They're not cleaned out, and you get a little bit of, let's say, extra stuff on the way out of the draft line. I don't know how this is such a baffling concept.
No, it's not about.
Do you think these lines are pristine?
But you can apply this in like many different ways. So think about like you order a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
Have you seen all of the grills that your cheesesteak is made on? Like there's a lot of things. They call that. They call that. They call it seasoned grill.
Yeah.
They call it a seasoned grill.
I want the grill less. I want it more seasoned. I don't want it to be clean.
Right.
I want the.
But it's
so you want a dirty draft line? Is what you're saying?
Why is it any different than what's on the grill? The grill's
what happens when moisture gets stuck inside a tube?
Yeah, but if
over time with the moisture, you know what happens when moisture gets anywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, just think about it for a little bit, and then answer your own question, and then come back to me in the next inning. Just think about moisture sitting there the whole time for days and days and not being cleaned out.
You act like you poured a draft on a Friday, and then you waited a week, and then you came back.
This is the group
It's
chat
constantly
coming to
moving.
life.
The draft
For
is
the audience.
constantly moving.
For our listening
So it
audience.
dry as a bone.
It's not dry as a bone. It's constantly moving.
This is the group chat.
That's where it
coming
needs
to
the
life.
moisture. It needs to get air in it as well in order for it to create the situations that
Okay,
you're.
I respect your opinion. You can drink a draft. I'll drink a can. I mean, why is it? Well, I like when people like people that argue with you on Twitter. I'm like, I don't understand why you care so much about my opinion. This is how I think. I'm not telling you how to think. You want to drink out of a draft? Go for it. That doesn't bother me. I'm just giving you my reason why. You asked me why. I gave you a reason.
It creates an entertaining conversation.
Sure. But he's trying to now say, you don't think the draft lines, when you have moisture going through a tube.
But the problem you run into is when it stops, the moisture stops going through. But if it's constantly being used.
It's not constantly.
What do you mean?
At the end of the night, when the night's over.
Yeah.
You poured beer all day, and it just kept coming through and coming through. Now all that beer
it's a rubber hose, a rubber tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what happens when moisture is in a place?
They're-
It gets mildewy and moldy.
They're designed to do what they do, man. They're designed. It's a special kind of tube.
You ever watch Bar Rescue?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't. You've already now shown me you don't watch the show.
I've watched Bar Rescue.
And what happens? Does he talk about all the time?
Love John.
What does he talk about all the time? How dirty the lines are. That these places never clean them out all the time. Yes. You're going to get people sick in here. He screams at people. These lines are filthy. Moisture causes.
We finally got a chance to actually put a dent in this here.
Yeah, by the way, 2 runners on, 1 out. Bottom 6. Weston Wilson at the dish.
They brought in a new pitcher.
Dig into the bullpen now.
Murillo.
The guitar player from Rage Against the Machine.
Great band.
See, this might be where they would have done a pinch hitter. Because you got a righty. You could have brought Kepler in.
I mean, how much does it play into that? It's a 5-run lead.
They get 2 on here. If Kepler hits a home, somebody hits a home run. It's now 7-5 game.
Yeah, but that part of it, I'm like, is that the mindset? Like, you're like, hey, I want to get this guy at least 3 at bats before I would pull him. Oh, Weston!
Just foul. Down the third base line. Just foul. Jeez.
It could be like before the game, they could have said, hey, Kepler's not available today. He's taking the whole day off. Or
we've heard that story before where there's guys that are told they're wearing turfs, which means
sneakers.
You're not hitting.
Sneakers versus spike days.
Yeah, you're not eligible at all. Which
this happened, I think, the other day with JT. Someone said to me, shouldn't they have hit for Marchand in the 9th when Rojas got look at him! Oh, look at that!
Pinch hit this!
Yep.
Oh my!
We got a ball game, boys. Man, I wish I could do that. Man, that must feel good to come through in a big moment.
Having a clutch gene right there.
Wow.
Now we got a game.
7-5.
Weston Wilson going back to 2024.
Nice. Was it Wilson?
That guy's drinking out. Miller. Jeez.
Out of
aluminum bottle. Is that a bottle? Is that really a bottle?
No, it's an aluminum can. You said you like that.
Not. It's an aluminum bottle.
Nah, the aluminum bomb out.
It's different. It has a big mouth.
How about that, Weston Wilson?
That's huge.
Now we got a game. Now it's 7-5 game 6, but you've used your 2 high leverage righties.
Got into the bullpen.
Well, you've kept them. You've kept them in
Perrier there for
Is that Perrier? Like what?
Well, the thing is, you got to keep them in the game. And who was Strom warming up? I think Strom was warming up.
See, I don't like that approach by Rojas there.
Swinging at the first pitch.
No, I don't mind. Like now, the guy hits a home run.
He's trying to go back to back.
Trying to go back to back there.
Rojas, Tom's just tell him, don't worry about it. That's just don't worry.
The problem is he probably does.
And he swung. Oh man,
I like that. That's a sinker at your face.
Oh,
how do you call that a sinker? I mean, come on. The problem is I don't think he understands when Toppers explains to him. We don't need he just says low baseball.
How does he even attempt to attack that baseball?
I don't think he meant to swing at it. He sees it coming out of his face. He's trying to get out of the way, and it happens to bring his body
He
around.
loaded those hands, and the ball's coming at his head.
Ooh!
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
99
don't swing it down.
on the black.
Don't. Yeah. Unbelievable.
All right. Line is flipped over now. 2 outs.
Well,
It was a brutal at bat there. That one's getting an F.
That was something.
Speaking of F, we have 3 F at bats today from Trey Turner, resulting in a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. There you go.
Oh, that'll work. Pitch.
Oh,
Ground out.
The shift that's not a shift.
0 for 4 today, Trey Turner.
Well, he was
in the
4
leadoff
for 4 the
spot.
other night. Boom.
Wow. Weston Wilson.
He was on it, too. He
knew
fouled a couple pitches off.
He knew it.
He knew it was going.
He knew it. That's a heck of a change from his last at bat. He was twisted going back to the
Check
dugout.
the poll.
Yeah, let's go.
Draft's still in the lead.
Shocking.
I'm not shocked either. I said I'm well aware that they're going to, most people are
The
gonna
follow-up.
I would also say-
the follow-up tells me how confident are you the lines are clean from the draft you're drinking.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
From the draft
people are now going to stop drinking draft beer because they're concerned now about the health because of the lines.
Mike's putting a PSA out.
Most, I would also throw this into the mix, is that most places, when you go to a bar, generally have draft beer.
They do, yes.
So most people don't drink canned beers at a bar. They don't really offer.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's thinking about the quality of the draft lines.
They're not.
I mean, you may have brought a whole new awareness to people. Like, what if all of a sudden now there's bars all over South Jersey and now they just
Wouldn't you feel better if they
the
cleaned their
numbers
lines
of
better?
draft just drop?
I'd be happy.
So what about all these? What about all these breweries? Like,
They only serve draft beer.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gotta hope they're clean.
I hope.
You're not allowed to drink canned beers at the breweries.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's the weirdest rule. I guess it's a tasting thing.
um,
Yeah, where were we in Hamilton where there were certain beers
My
that
neck
we
of the
wanted
woods.
and we couldn't get them because they weren't offered on draft? So we're like, well, can we buy the cans? Like, yeah, we can't drink cans here.
yeah,
Is that a wall?
yeah, you can't drink cans in
That
the
you
place.
purchased. You can't drink where you purchased the packaged goods.
That's true.
Which kind of odd. But I could bring in a pizza from Pizzeria 203 and eat that at a place. I mean, if I walked out with a beer and I brought it back in, could I technically say I took it home and brought it back and now I can drink the beer?
Well, you could buy the 6-pack there, yeah, and go out to the street and pour it, I guess. But it says you just can't pour it
Yeah,
in the street, in the building. There's
Here
all
comes
Matt.
the rocker himself, Max Straw. He's a big card guy.
Yeah, he is.
Earnshaw.
Oh, yes, he is. I watched some of his YouTube videos. Card Life.
Yeah.
He has it on NBC Philadelphia,
Yeah,
like
on
during
NBC.
Rain League a lot.
Yeah. I gotta get back into it. I haven't done it in probably a year and a half, 2 years. Been back into it, but there was a good couple of years where I was locked in.
Yeah.
Wow.
all the time. I was telling him, I got a Jason Dominguez. I pulled a 1 of 25 autograph. Sold it on eBay in college. Let's say it helped me get through college.
Wow.
Yeah. 1 of
Yeah, you have to
25.
visit my cousin's store.
I'll be there. You let him know. Tell him I'm on my way. At some point within the next couple weeks, I'll be there.
He just opened it within the last couple months.
There was another new one that just opened up too. Over my way.
There was
There's a few that have been I've been seeing a lot of them pop up.
there's one around the corner here where Tom Brady showed
Yeah.
up.
Did he?
Literally right here. 2 minutes from my house.
Huh.
Yeah, last year Tom Brady came there because
They were in town for
something. Yeah.
something. I forget what it was.
Maxwell Club Awards or something.
Oh no, they might have been opening the casino, sports book, right?
No.
Wasn't he here for that?
Yeah, you're right. It was.
I think he was here for that.
Yep. It
What
was
sports book?
Fanatics. It was the
It was
Fanatics
Fanatics.
sports book. That's right.
In Ocean.
Oh, Trey. Protect the grill, man. Protect the grill.
Yeah, this place in Linwood.
Yeah.
He was at it was called Wax Packs and Throwbacks.
Oh, that's cool.
Speaking of the grill, man, my grill just died at home.
That's funny you say that. You know Jay Salisbury?
Yeah.
He has a picture on Facebook. He has this grill out in the street. He's like, anybody want it? You can have it. It's like, looks like a brand new grill. I got 2 grills over here. You want one? You can take one home with you.
It was a nice grill, man. It was Weber, but she finally died. And
yeah, we have the Weber, and we have another brand new one. But I was going to bring the one to the Ventnor. We already have a grill in Ventnor for the baseball team. So now I'm stuck with 2 grills in here, and they're both like pretty new. My buddy. Oh God. Oh, Wilson.
Oh, get there, Strom.
Good job, Strom. Way to get there.
Oh boy. And the middle is 7th. Here we go.
All right. Hey, at least we got
the
a
meat
good
of the lineup right here. This is going to be a big inning.
Art of the order.
Oh, looks like somebody's retiring.
Looks like somebody's last, Gabe.
Yeah. Might pave the way for another Rowan University alum. One of Neil Hartman's teams moving into a camera op spot here. That's a big spot too, man. High home. That's AKA camera 1.
Yep.
Follows all the action. There you go. There's a
I
lot.
tried camera.
Yeah.
Not very good.
Dude, it's
not
not
one.
I've done that myself. Not for the faint of
I
heart.
remember my first time I ever was on like the main cam. It was a lacrosse game.
Ooh.
Franklin Field. Brutal.
Oh,
Brutal.
yeah.
I was probably like 4 years ago.
I can't appreciate. I should say I didn't appreciate how hard it is to ask some of the guys for some of the shots until you actually try to do the camera yourself. Yeah. So we did Coaches versus Cancer last weekend. Covered 14 or 15 high school games, and kind of try to give the guys a little bit of a break. I decided to take the monopod out and be the rover. So it's like a wireless unit. You go around. Just terrible. My son who was directing, and I was listening to him in the comms, and he goes, You better keep up the part of the business that you do. He's like, because you're terrible. Like, well, I guess
roasting you.
I can't argue that, but you really do get an appreciation for like that zoom and trying to follow the ball and then trying to keep it, keep your arm steady. It's and
the camera's kind of heavy, especially when you're holding it on your shoulders.
Well, the cameras they use here in this broadcast are absolutely insane. Yeah, I mean, we're talking like $50,000 lenses, and we talked about Star Wars. If anybody you out there remember this scene, like for one of the original Star Wars, where like they're in the back, Skywalker's like spinning around in the Millennium Falcon. That's kind of what it's like to try to shoot one of those big old cameras that they're using on NBC Sports.
Yeah, very rarely have shot camera. College, maybe.
Yeah.
So now 7-5, coming up to the meat of the order. This is
what they get paid to do.
Yeah.
So,
I would imagine that Arizona's going to go to a lefty here in the bullpen. The guy, the one lefty's thrown 2 days in a row.
We have Harper, Schwarber, Casty.
Yeah.
Right here.
This is where having the 2 lefties hurt you.
Yep.
This is where if you had a right-handed hitter like Castellanos who could hit between those 2, that'd be nice. Instead, because he pees himself every time he comes up, they have to hit him behind him.
That doesn't look like Schwarber's having too good of a game yet so far today.
Not today, no.
Has he reached base?
No.
Oh,
that's
the streak's in
K's.
The streak is in
coming up here.
36 straight games he's been on base.
Yeah.
It's in jeopardy right here. The streak. On base.
Casty would respond with 36 straight games I've struck out behind you. On the same. Oh, they brought a righty in. Ginkle. All right.
Kevin Ginkle.
Man, Ginkle in that playoff series dominated.
6.75 ERA.
He just got back 2 days ago.
He's only gotten through 1 1/3 innings.
He just got activated. He missed the whole first month of the season.
Strom looks beat.
Yeah.
Showing a shot at him.
All right. Well, you're getting the 2 lefties are getting to face a righty here.
Yep.
So it was Harper's approach here. He tries to go power bat, or
looks
just
like the Rangers started too.
Set the table.
No, he's swinging fences.
A lot of ponchos are going back on.
Oh yeah,
they're flying around.
See, 238 is terrible.
It's kind of weird though. You don't.
But his on base percentage is still pretty good.
Yeah.
This guy's coming slider, sinker here. 2-0.
That's the thing, though, is like
This is your pitch, man.
it's on.
You don't want
base,
to
but then
put
it's
him
really
on knowing that
Yeah.
Schwarber's behind.
But
Power's not as strong this year.
the
either.
thing with Harper is like his batting average is so low, his on base percentage is good, but the problem is when he has a chance to hit, he's not, and people are putting you on base because they don't think anybody around you can help you out.
3-0 green light. You giving it to him here?
Probably.
Oh man, I'd make him take.
Oh,
What do you think? So
Oh,
you asked me what his approach was. I told you he's swinging for the fences. 3-0 green light. There you go. Yes. Swinging for the fences with a green light.
Yeah.
wow. Having some punch
That's out.
out problems.
All right, that's out.
Oh.
Put the lead off
All right,
on.
Schwarber.
Now they
Keep that streak
you
alive.
got to make them. They might not have another lefty in their bullpen. That other guy threw 2 days in a row, so they might not have another lefty in their bullpen.
Was he at 39? I think he was at 39, wasn't he?
A lot of people having problems with the ponchos.
Yeah.
What do you think a poncho's going for at CBP today? About $20?
They should just be handing them out, not charging people for them.
Yeah, get like a tasty cake giveaway.
Rain day, they should be on your seat when you get there.
Yeah.
Hey, we know it might rain today. Here's a night when you walk into the ballpark, they hand them out. Hey, there's rain in the forecast. Here you go. Thanks for buying a ticket.
Here's a North.
That's what you do.
By the way, according to Boop Stats, Kyle Schwarber is now the 9th longest on base streak since 1901 in Phillies history.
Wow, that's a long time. Oh no! Oh jeez, come on.
That's
man.
a recommendation. All baseball teams.
Come on.
On a day where rain is in the forecast, when people buy a ticket and they walk through, have the ponchos ready and hand them out to people.
Look at this guy.
Don't make people buy your poncho.
I would be a company that just automatically offers to sponsor said poncho. Like little Nordcast Media. Little
Saying
Northeastern Nick,
Fine,
Nordcast
put it
Media.
on there. Put their logo on the poncho. Just hand them
They're
out
all
there.
struggling mightily.
Oh, it's bad. They
Where-
can't get the
where's
ponchos
the
on at
hole?
all.
Oh,
That's out of his zone. Call
Oh,
that
it's
a
up.
strike.
It's up.
He called that a strike.
Look at the T-Mac t-shirt.
T-Mac
It's not a
t-shirt.
T-Mac. It's the guy who was on the camera.
No.
That's T-Mac.
Dude, how the hell do they know who the camera guy is?
They just featured him for the last
I
40
know
minutes.
some random guy's got
That guy was
camera
there, the camera. That guy was a camera guy.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No.
No, it was a random guy.
Some random dad. And
He was trying to put the poncho on.
I think that guy worked for them.
the random camera guy t-shirt.
That ball's hit deep to left.
Oh,
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, he just missed it. He hit it to like the
Yo,
deepest
how
part of
about-
the ballpark.
how about that highlight from the guy? I'm not sure who the center fielder was that game. Toronto, where he fell down, running back for the ball, and as he fell down, he put it through his hand behind his back and caught it. You see that? It's like 500,000 views. We're playing Boston, and the Toronto infielder or outfielder got crossed up, falls down, and in desperation, like it looked like a banana ball play. It looked like the Savannah Bananas. And he comes up with it, and the pitcher was like, "Oh my God, what just happened?" Oh no.
3.
Oh no.
Swinging at the first pitch.
Productive. Moved him over.
Swinging at the first pitch.
That's terrible.
Guys having trouble throwing strikes.
Terrible.
Swinging at the first pitch.
I think the guy was stealing on them.
I'm the biggest Casty fan there is, and that was terrible.
You don't say that every time he's up. It's just now. It's just today.
You got the jersey and got the jersey
Oh,
on.
my God. That was terrible.
Oh God.
I want to love Cassidy.
That's,
want to.
And we couldn't even move Harper. It was all
I think the TV somehow is synced together now.
yeah.
Look at this.
It's beautiful.
How did that happen?
I told you, the one TV reloaded.
It's deja vu. It's deja vu.
Reloaded.
2 outs, runner in scoring position.
JT.
JT is up
Foul
again. He's
Foul
over.
Pop out.
Come on, man. Be a hero. Be a hero, JT. Through the
Throw
rain.
me something.
Through the rain. Do it yourself. You couldn't get anybody to put a tag on at second base.
Yeah, Bryce is really going to take
I don't like one of the things I don't like is the lineup
She's
today with everybody up one.
See, you got it on. There he is. That's the guy with the t-shirt. That's
Yeah.
the T-Mac t-shirt.
they're celebrating that he got the poncho on.
Yes.
Success. Oh, get
off
down.
the hand.
Get
Down,
down.
down,
Get
down.
down. It's down. Let's go.
7-6 game now.
Oh,
There you go.
man.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
What a ball game. Yeah.
Thanks for picking me up.
Yeah, Cassie, way to go.
JT was
Making my life miserable out here on the porch.
By the
Cassie.
way, that's against a righty too.
Yeah, it is. Interesting.
That's funny.
Total against lefties.
As a right-handed batter, I hate it facing lefties.
So did I. So did I. Growing up,
The
high
crowd.
school, yeah, travel.
Oh, it's the Boomer.
Oh man,
Where's the live bet right now?
This is where
Nick
you need it.
Earnshaw. Right now, Nick Earnshaw.
what is it?
This would be your place for the first Bohm home
Let
of
me
the,
get
of
it
the
out.
year. This was a 7-1
I might be
game.
too
Was
slow
it 7-1 or
getting
7-2?
Uh,
Yeah. No homers and 9 RBI. Unbelievable how horrible he's been.
Might be too slow.
Oh, God. I'm
This
not
time
going
last
to have enough time to log in.
I know.
He's literally going to
I'm
hit
log
my home
in.
run right here.
This time last year, he had like 40.
codes and
He had like 40 ribbies by this time last year. He has 9.
I'm not going to get there. And I'm sure we're probably like 15 seconds behind. I hope.
Oh, come
fouling
on.
off again.
Oh, dude, I can't log in
Step
either.
and
What's
drive
going
that thing to right field, dude. I can't stand that. Such a bad swing on that pitch. That's a hittable pitch.
Oh, I
You step
can't
and
place
drive
it.
it to right
I
field.
can't place it.
This is just.
I think I'm too late.
It's out. Too late or too scared.
No, I think I'm
Come
too
on.
late.
I got it in.
He got it in. Tells me you're too scared.
I got it in.
It means it's
Plus
available.
Looking for it.
Plus 4,000.
There you go.
Plus 4,000.
This is
I'll
the
be sick if he hits it.
oh,
Foul!
Let's go. Let's go.
I'll let Doug.
Sorry, no, it's right there. It. Tell everybody. Tell everybody's watching.
got it.
It's in.
He's got it in.
It's in.
5 to win. 205 for Bo.
Bomer with the live dinger.
Off Ginkle. Just back off the injured reserve. Oh, that's up.
Stop.
Gotta come to him. Gotta come to him because
Full count.
definitely fear. Let's go, man. Come on, Bomer.
You hit for Rojas when he comes up. He's not on deck.
Sosa's on deck.
Oh,
Get there!
oh my!
He's in! Oh, yeah! Strike!
Wow.
Drop third strike.
Wow.
He strikes out and it works out.
That
for him.
happened to Castellanos earlier, but Castellanos got thrown out
Yeah.
Yeah.
at first. Bone
J-
is safe. JT
JT
gets the third.
Might have a bloody nose.
Oh, did he hit for Sosa?
Kepler.
You got a left-handed
Kepler.
shot.
Kepler.
Stock. They would hit stock.
I'm putting.
Yeah, but you can't use
I
2
know,
players
I
at
know.
one time here. Would you hit stock right
you
here?
could put
Yo, by the way,
no.
on that slide to JT, he has the oven mitt on one hand and no oven mitt on the other. The other hand went first before the oven mitt.
I like that.
It went first.
Well, they challenge it.
You think he was out?
No,
You
not
could put
at
Schwarber at first.
You could.
Could. Or Harper. Can't you put the
DH?
DH into the
can.
field?
You lose the DH
What are-
and
what
the
are we
pitcher
looking
have
at?
to hit.
What's the challenge?
They think they got JT
Maybe they're saying
interference.
that
Oh, they get him on the helmet.
Oh no,
He's
That's
out.
an out. That's an out. Wow, that's a hell
Got-
of a
Got him on
pickup.
the helmet.
That's a hell of a pickup.
Wow. He's out.
Damn.
They got him on the helmet
Wow.
as he was catching it.
Rob Thompson.
Uh-oh.
Hey, he's finally out. Huh? He's finally out. Don't go to break. Don't go to break. We got to see this.
what's he complaining at? He was clearly out on that
He's
replay.
out, though.
Yeah, I mean, dude, of all the times he's going to come out.
Does he
give
need a clear path?
Give a bunch of shit. Oh, he's arguing that he blocked the bag. He's arguing he blocked the bag. That's true. You got to give a pass. Doesn't matter now. They already overruled it. Look at Topper.
Oh, Topper's fired up.
First time.
Wow.
First
That
time.
bomb's going.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That's the old first time caller, long time listener move right there.
First time they flipped the calendar out of April. You can argue in May.
Whoa.
The question is, should JT been taking that shot there? Probably not. 2 outs, same thing that Rojas did the other night. You don't need to get to third base.
Yeah, but
No, but
But
you just made the last out of the inning at third.
but hear me. 3-2, 2 outs. He's got a great second. He's hauling ass. Like, he's moving on that pitch no matter what. I don't have a problem with it because I think he's already going to have second base no matter what. You're turning around.
Why is he moving on the pitch?
3-2, 2 outs, and there's a runner at first base.
Yeah, but what if it's
He's got to go.
Where's he going? If he walks and you get caught, with the catcher going to throw you out.
You can't get thrown out on a walk.
You said he's going 3-2. Why is he moving?
2 outs. 3-2, 2 outs. Runner at first. Runners move on the pitch.
He's not at.
He was at first. He was at first.
JT was at first.
He was at first.
It was a drop third strike.
So it was drop third strike. So he was already getting second. Ball goes to the back. They got to throw it to first, and then they got to throw it to third. Got to go. And JT's got wheels.
Yeah, I don't hate him going there.
Yeah, he was moving. Listen, if it was 1 out, yeah, problem for sure. Because
I don't hate the aggressive.
See, I
know it's a 1-run game.
I don't like the fact that you don't need to be on third base there. You get a single, you're going to score anyway. You don't make the last out of the inning at third base. You have to be 1,000, and he obviously wasn't 1,000%. He just got thrown out. I certainly.
I technically probably should have been out though. It looked like they're blocking the bag. Look,
Doesn't matter.
Look,
it's like he was safe.
Look at him. You know what it is? He never even attempted to worry about the bag. And honestly, if the throw is probably close to the first base bag, he's safe. Oh God, what do we got going on?
Ross.
Joe Ross.
Oh,
Homer. All right.
Homer. God, that scared me to death. He's hit or miss on plays like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a 50-50 play.
Yep.
He misses that. It's in the left field. No problem.
You got to come get that big hop right
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Couldn't get there.
That's a pick.
He was playing way back, so he couldn't get there on that big hop, so he had to just.
But he came after it. He made the.
Yeah.
He played that well.
Yep. 1 down, 1 pitch.
I got a text sent in to me. It says, draft beer can be hazardous if the dispensing system isn't properly maintained, leading to contamination and potential health risks. However, the risk of getting physically ill from dirty beer lines is not common.
I would agree. I didn't say that it was. But that whoever said that is correct. That they could be hazardous. It also changes the taste. That's my point. Is because they're not clean. I don't think the taste in many places is as good as it could be.
All right.
I wasn't claiming that you're getting ill from these places.
But that's the word, right?
Yeah, that was kind of concern. That's kind
That
of
was
what
the
you
word
insinuated.
that you were trying to make.
Yeah.
Right? The point you were trying.
I was like, am I taking my health into my hands by drinking draft beer?
Could be if you're concerned about mold.
I mean, I'm probably more concerned about what it does to my liver than I'm worried about the mold in the lines. I mean, I'm just saying.
I think the stuff in the line, what this guy is saying is it could cause just to change the taste of the beer because of the buildup in there of could be, mildewy.
True.
Like when you get to a bar, when it smells in there, they cleaned it, but it still smells like beer on the floor.
Right.
It kind of sticks into those mats.
Yeah.
Just think of when it gets into those mats. Woo. Also, the rubber in those lines.
Different kind of rubber.
Okay. Hey, again.
Food.
It's a different kind of rubber.
It is. It definitely is.
Here we
go.
go.
We talked about it.
What do we
talked
got?
about it. We said Clemens, Schilling, Randy Johnson, and Nolan Ryan. Those were our answers if you joined us late.
The question, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Three out of four.
Kurt Schilling, Randy Johnson, Nolan Ryan, Pedro Martinez.
Not the Rocket.
Ah,
damn. If that's a parlay, it lost.
Damn. We were close.
We were.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. There was no hesitation.
No.
And Clemens would have been the one that you would have been pretty.
Yeah.
Or
I was probably more confident with him than
Yeah.
Randy Johnson.
I went with Schilling based on the fact that
Phillies.
normally these questions have to do with a game or a matchup or like last night was 19 players have hit 4 homers in the same game based on this guy for Arizona hit 4 the other day. So they try to ask questions that are like based on the matchup.
You know what we should do for this On the Porch series? We should kind of sweat the bet. Like we should have a parlay
going in.
Yeah.
All right.
And then
Future,
then we
future
give
stream.
updates as it goes along.
Future stream. Let's do that.
Yeah. No doubt.
Well,
I mean, Mike Gill in the Sports Bash every week. Your picks have been pretty hot on the Bet 365 call out.
Jeff in Ocean City came up on Saturday and was like, "Yo, the reason I got you guys some gifts because Mike Gill's bet hit."
Wow.
I'm about 50 games over 500.
That's
So
pretty strong, man.
Hey, go Joe Ross, get out of it one time. A quick 8.
G.I. Joe Ross.
I like this guy. I don't know why they haven't
G.I. Joe.
given him more of an opportunity in better situations.
Back to Wilson.
Wilson Rojas.
Interesting if they let Rojas sit here.
Yep.
Honestly,
What's the matchup?
Well, if Wilson gets on, you got to have Rojas do what Nick Earnshaw loves. Watch him bunt.
Oh, God.
Lead off.
Wilson gets on. Wilson
So-
gets on.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
let's do it. He's going to do it, dude. Wilson's getting on, and it's going to be Rojas.
Put
And
March in.
Rojas
Let
and
March bunt.
no,
tighty whities
no.
sitting there trying to bunt.
March is the worst bunter ever.
He might be more successful trying to bunt in his undies versus those damn pants he's wearing.
I have to watch. If Rojas can't, if Wilson
Yeah.
gets on and he can't get the bunt down, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah,
I'm walking off the street if he can't get the bunt down.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen.
I'm gonna need to open another Tonewood if he can't get the bunt down.
Oh, come on. It's
Uh,
the tone.
So I guess they were arguing that he blocked third base with his body.
yeah, he
because
didn't
he
get
dropped
back.
the knee. You're not like at second base. You definitively can't drop the knee anymore. And I think that's what Topper was ticked off about. He's like, well, okay, hit him in the helmet, but he didn't give him a path to the base. And home plate umpire was not hearing it. Man, what a game.
Kyle chimed in.
7-1.
Yeah.
And they got a chance to pull it out.
Kyle DeFrancisco chimed in. He said, "I got excited for a second when Rob Thompson went out there."
So did I.
No,
So did I. Everyone was like waiting for it. And then you're thinking to yourself, it was funny because we're sitting here watching the game, but from an audio standpoint, people don't realize we don't have the commentary actually on because it would bleed through.
yes.
So we were just going based off of what we were seeing in the picture standpoint. Some changes for the Diamondbacks.
D-backs. Ryan
Another
Thompson,
righty.
another righty in.
The righty. They don't want him to face Weston Wilson twice. All right. You gotta be a little patient. Uh-oh.
Oh, Stott's coming in for Weston.
The guy hits a dinger
And they pull
and they pull him. Wow.
because the righty's in.
Uh-oh. Stop just went back towards the dugout. The rosin needs to be replaced because it's
We'll wait
wet.
for Mike to come back. But
What? Dude,
wow,
that's not a kick in the. Jeez. Like, what more can a guy do?
I don't know.
So he's going in.
And they're changing the rosin bag, so that's the delay.
Well, now we got to think about this. So now Wilson is out. Who's going to first? Stott is obviously going in at second.
Yeah.
They're going to put Sosa
Mundo?
left. They're going to
Mundo and left, Schwarber to
put
first. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. We got
Topper. I think Topper might have had a few Tonewoods before the game.
So Stott's coming in to pinch hit for Weston Wilson. Righty comes in for.
What more can the guy do?
Go on in, Mike. Oh, man.
So that means that we believe Sosa's going to left.
So who goes, like Schwarber to first?
Oh, Kepler bats for Sosa.
Yeah.
We got the righty Thompson in.
Yeah, I'm going to assume Kepler's on deck.
Kepler will most likely.
Oh,
That's a good decision. It's a good decision.
here we go. Here we go.
Stotty leading off.
Oh, no. There looks like a right-handed batter's coming up.
Stotty leads off.
Wow. These steal here.
Wow.
The submarine.
Wow.
So that's why they must have done it. A little submarine action. Had a feeling that Stott had the matchup. First pitch. Oh, no, there's Weston Wilson.
You let me leave the room, and you two clowns mess up.
Wait a second.
But wasn't it Wilson Sosa?
No, he hit for Sosa.
So that's what the graphic
Yeah,
said.
the graphic was wrong.
Yeah, the graphic was wrong. And
They had the score wrong
burned
earlier.
us. Burned us. Man, we were all crazy excited. Like,
So he hit for Sosa.
So he hit for Sosa. That makes sense.
You could have hit Kepler here.
That makes sense.
Oh, so it's 7, 8, 9. They had
Yeah.
one up.
The damn mute button burned us. We were reading the graphic.
Yep.
And we didn't keep a book. So
No book.
They need game changer.
yeah, game changer. Official scoring app.
That throws all off because
the hype, the
it
chaos,
made sense.
the criticism, all of it.
They got the damn graphic wrong.
Oh man.
So yeah, he hit for Sosa. So stop. Wilson.
And this is
double
why
play.
you can't get sentimental because the guy hit a home run the last time.
So he should have hit for Wilson.
So
and
he
let
should've.
Sosa hit.
No, you hit Kepler there.
Yeah, against
Yeah,
the Reds.
good Kepler there. Oh.
Yeah.
You put Schwarber at first.
Oh. Well, see, if it was 8-9-1, that would have made sense. Stott.
That's what they said. It originally it said we thought Turner was coming up.
Yeah.
Based on the
Because
graphic.
we said it. We said Turner.
Oh, the brain's coming down now.
Yeah.
Oh man. So now
for
comes Kevin.
Rojas.
Leave it out. Leave it out. Man, he's gonna put Turner in a big spot.
I guess they didn't want to hit for Wilson because he's playing first base.
Yeah, and he hit the home run. So
Can't worry about a guy hit a home run or not. I mean, well, the chance to hit two home run in the same game or, it's like
slider.
you got to, if you're going to go by the stupid analytics, you got to trust them all the time. You can't just say, hey, you know what?
Now they have the lefty.
Yeah, they got the lefty coming up.
Beaks.
Question is, who do we have warming up now?
Probably
Alvarado was warming up.
Alvarado, I was going to say.
Yep.
But if you're losing the game in the ninth, they probably, because they're off tomorrow.
Yep.
Kepler, come on. Well, best thing is at least you turn the lineup over
Dude,
to the ninth.
if Kepler comes up here, clutch, he's gonna go.
Might be Philly of the week next week too.
He'll be in the Philly focus.
Do they ever do Philly of the week back to back? Doubtful.
They definitely had to at some point.
I don't think so.
No.
Dude, Kepler.
I don't know the answer to the question.
No, Kepler is just looking confident.
He's ready to go.
He's feeling it.
Spreckedy.
This is your pitch. One spot.
3-1 with Turner on
Turn
deck.
over.
Turner's 0 for 4 today.
It's all right.
Can Kepler keep it as red hot as he's been? Oh, that's not the one. Good pitch.
Sinker.
Good pitch. So we talked about Stott there, right? Stott had the turfs on earlier, so we didn't think we were going to see him at all today.
He had the T-shirt on. Got out of it.
Well, we're back to the top of the lineup, headed into the ninth. Got to earn your money.
They're at the top of their lineup.
There
Nine-one.
comes Alvarado.
Glenn chime in. He said that's where Stott just stole a bag.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree there. So we got Alvarado, and then we got the top of the lineup. Oof.
I mean, he's won't get the first pitch.
Yeah, it was the
so
first pitch. So, you know.
I guess he was going on the first pitch.
Yeah. Hit and run.
You wouldn't have had to play it second, theoretically. But you're also...
Well, you go to the whole thing of what I was saying earlier. You can get him out, or you can get the guy to get himself out. And that's exactly what we walk right into.
Bad approach by him. He swings at the first pitch. Not even a good pitch. Knocks it right back to the mound.
Yep.
I think it's that concern of the submariner. Anything near the zone, you figure I better swing because this isn't something you normally see. Still.
Well, it was good to have our friends at Pizzeria 203 today. That was a nice touch. Thanks to
Absolutely.
Bob and the team over there. We'll have some Pizzeria 203 for post game.
We crushed it.
We didn't actually crush all of it. There's a lot of it still left, but we sampled it. We should say.
I gotta have the pepper.
I heard I didn't try the garlic potato pizza.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was really good. Paper thin on the potato slices, cut on the slicer.
I was told that the potato really pulled that garlic in.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I think the TVs are now synced perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were concerned about that.
And we didn't do anything.
We didn't do anything. It just kind of did it itself.
2 different brand TVs.
Yeah. Well, they're both.
Not sure if that has to do with the.
Well, both TVs have Chromecast.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Chromecast myself.
I like the interface of the Chromecast.
There's Kepler. He's out now, and
so Kepler and left.
No, he might be in center.
So they probably moved
center.
Schwarber.
Yeah, because he hit for Rojas.
Stott hit for Rojas, or no?
No. Stott hit for Sosa. Kepler hit for Rojas. So Kepler's probably playing center.
Yeah.
For the people watching us, we don't have the volume on, so we can't hear what's happening. So we're just that's why some of the things we're kind of missing because you don't hear the.
So we're trusting what we see, including the graphics.
Yeah,
that have led us wrong now on
twice.
A few occasions. Yeah. You know what? And it's funny. We wouldn't ever probably pick that up in a regular broadcast, except that we're actually dependent on it.
Yeah, 2 mistakes today.
Yeah, including the T-shirt of the guy that was Tom McCarthy and not the camera guy. I mean, we wouldn't know that because we can't hear it.
Didn't look a lot like
it. Did look like the camera guy. I will give you that.
Well, because they were just doing a whole thing on that camera guy, so I thought maybe I thought the guy they were showing was a camera guy, and then he was wearing a shirt of his fellow cameraman.
He was struggling with the poncho.
Yeah, a lot of people were struggling with the ponchos. That was not a strike. Way up in the zone.
Yeah, those are those things come with a bag instructions. It's like this isn't a plastic bag. You shouldn't put it over your head type of thing. Like, come on, people.
You ever I think right about in the 8th inning or so, they always say Comcast will donate every pitch that's 95 miles. Like every pitch now is over 95 miles.
Yeah,
how much money are they donating? I want to know because back when they first started doing that, when any time a pitch is 95 miles, nobody ever threw 95. Now every pitch is 95.
So it used to be, I can definitively remember it used to be $100 every time somebody threw over. Now, obviously, it's not the case anymore.
They don't give it used to be 100. I think you're right. They don't give you the number anymore.
Now it's like $10.
Every pitch over 100, 95 will Comcast will make a
contribution. It should be 100.
Yeah. Oh boy, that was staying in the yard. All right,
Kepler
worse than it was.
And makes the play. This could be a reason for them to say, "Hey, Kepler looked pretty smooth in center."
Yeah. Go get a left fielder, right-handed bat.
Yeah, there you go. Well, he could be part of you get rid of Marsh, and then Kepler takes over center, and now you find a left fielder with right-handed bat that could hit
corner outfielder.
Yeah.
So you agree with me?
I actually do. I don't want to fall out of the chair or anything, but
think about Alvarado. They got him off the scrap heap from the Rays. Tampa Bay's like, we don't need this guy anymore. He's the best guy you got.
You never like seeing the pitcher start kicking the dirt on the mound, though, with the clay, That's not a good sign. We saw that the other day. Our local guy, Chase Petty, made his debut, and he was really struggling with his footing. And it seemed to kind of create some challenges. But now Alvarado's pouncing out on the mound himself. That ball inside. So do you think the book here on Alvarado is you got to make him work? You got to be willing to take the pitches?
Definitely.
Is Glenn chiming in again?
More pitches.
Comcast should donate the money equal to the speed of the pitch.
Wow, that'd be good.
$9.80 or $980. every pitch now is over 95
98
miles.
cents.
Well, big,
Why don't they just every game this year? Comcast will make a donation.
Yeah, 98 cents.
Yeah. Seriously, like now it's ridiculous. Every pitch is over 95 miles an hour.
based on everybody's cable bill, I'm sure Comcast can afford to make a nice, healthy donation.
Oh, Bro over there.
Knock it down, save the double. That's a double saving dive right there.
Well, we are no longer in the Comcast family in any capacity. We do not have Comcast internet nor cable.
I don't either.
I think
Big Verizon guy.
we have Verizon internet, and we are watching today's game on YouTube TV on both TVs.
I think I might have turned you on to that initially, if I'm not mistaken.
You're taking credit?
No. Heidi had YouTube TV when I met her.
YouTube TV was
Huh?
that?
That's my
YouTube TV was a thing back then?
Wow, that got off right off the umpires.
It seems to be a long time.
Dope.
I feel like YouTube TV's only around for like
And well,
10
for a
years.
while, we had YouTube TV and Comcast. We were paying.
Yeah, that's a fail.
someone wanted
What redundancy?
no,
In case one goes out, I had the backup.
no, because you know what happens when you first moved into the house. You get the triple play, and it's like $10 more to get the triple play than it is just to get cable.
Double.
To get,
Oh no!
Oh, wow.
Wasted
Never
that
mind.
one.
That one.
Okay, so Weston Wilson's still in right
no, he's at first.
or first. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he grounded in the double play, remember?
Nobody changed.
No,
Schwarber's in left field. Kepler's in center. We've established this already. Oh my God! That was.
And by the way, Turner
defensively though.
look at Turner on the I mean, that's
Yeah, is that a wet ball? Is that
He looked like the exchange. He just couldn't get out of his glove.
and they usually give the second like
yeah? But
you know,
defensively, late in the game in a one-run game, would you not rather have Weston Wilson in left and Kyle Schwarber? Or are you just afraid of
no.
that?
That's a
that's
gapper.
gonna hurt.
And Cassie is he gonna come?
Lumbering. Here comes a throw, and he's not even gonna try. All right,
They got insurance runs.
son of a biscuit.
8 to 6.
So
I
you know when you first move into a place, you get the triple play,
Yeah.
which is like $10 more than just getting internet.
It's I don't know.
So that's why we had Comcast internet,
Right.
And to get the internet, it was like, well, if you get the triple play, it's only $10 more. So we're like, okay. So we had cable in the bedroom, and we had YouTube TV everywhere else.
Mm.
So after the problem was once the triple play initial price was over,
Yeah.
we should have then cut the cord. But we didn't. We got a deal where our Verizon internet is $25 a month for 10 years.
Well, yeah, because you have Verizon wireless home internet. Because you can't get Verizon Fios yet. So that's a deal that Verizon cuts to make you a customer, which is a good deal. I mean,
$25 for 10 years.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah, the box is upstairs,
Yeah.
and it's doing all these TVs. Verizon's getting a nice plug right now.
We have fiber. We have Verizon fiber. So BFA runs off of in the studio. Yeah. A terabyte up and a terabyte down. It's insane.
Yeah. No, our internet, babe. How is that?
tastes like juice.
Does it?
I think that athletic is in the lead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're down 2, top of the order, coming up in the bottom of the 9th. That's going to require some strategy, though. That's going to a little bit of
Turner?
patience.
Harper Schwarber.
Turner.
I think that's right.
300 million.
Yeah,
300 million.
It's almost $1 billion right there coming up in
Yeah.
your watch.
So if you're Turner and your Topper talking to him in the dugout, since you're not worried about his power numbers, this is that.
Well, you
moment.
know what's going to happen here, everybody.
Yeah, he's going to roll over on the first pitch.
No, there'll be 2 outs, 2 on, Castellanos.
I hope it is.
All for Cassie.
And I'll be smashing the
All
DraftKings
for Cassie.
live. DraftKings live if Cassie gets up with 2 outs and 2 on.
Yeah.
That'll make my
I yearn for him to come through.
Oh, that'd be nice.
When I next see it, I hope I'm not in my 50s. Although his contract will be over by then.
I'll be in my 30s at that point.
I will say, I remember the moment.
30s.
I remember the moment they signed. I was in Clearwater, the back of an Uber on the way from the airport to Clearwater Beach. I was sitting in the back of the Uber, and I said, "Oh my God, the Phillies just signed Castellanos! This is unbelievable! I thought it was like the greatest signing ever." Man, was I wrong.
He's been solid.
He has been.
It's been solid. It's not.
Well, at one point you forgot. You didn't. I don't think you knew us at the time when Doug tried to convince me that the Phillies needed to move Castellanos to third base.
Oh man,
I thought Boone was struggling mightily. Or like he's like, what other options do we have? I'm like, I'd put Castellanos at third. And he goes, what?
No,
And I said, yeah.
He was so bad at third
I
base.
don't remember that. Yeah, no, I was not around.
I'm like,
at
he
that
came
point.
up at third. He's like, he was awful.
He was the worst third baseman in the league.
But
That might have been when we first started working together.
yeah, it's true. But
By around that time.
Boone was so bad defensively.
Well, a couple of years ago, Bone was really bad. Unplayably bad.
Yeah.
He's come so far, and he's
it's
still
ridiculous.
just average there.
Yep.
But
He
he
was
was
awful. I remember.
unplayably
Oh,
bad.
gosh, yeah.
He was unplayably bad.
So they bring in Shelby Miller, who's the new closer, mind you, for Arizona. He's a big pickup in the fantasy and rotisserie leagues right now.
My closers aren't bad in the fantasy. I got Fairbanks and Tanner Scott.
They have about $700 million coming to the dish, top of the ninth.
I just hope they can
That
put
should
it
equal
together.
a couple runs.
We're gonna see.
Wow.
Are we gonna see
You would
Harper?
think.
Are we gonna see Harper bunt again?
And they get to face a righty.
Turner's 0 for 4.
Yeah, I mean the
Here's
guy
the question.
less than
All
average.
these teams
Well-
come in, like this team has Avnet on their arm.
And by the way, Schwarber can keep the streak alive in this at bat.
Oh,
The on base streak.
That's-
That's at risk right now.
They have Avnet on their arm. How many of these jerseys come in with an advertisement on the jersey? Do you know what the ad is?
well, I mean, Philly's got IBX. You know, it's Independence Blue Cross.
Here
Blue
we do.
Shield. I would say a fair amount, actually. I mean, Toronto's TD Bank.
Now that I
You're
think about
familiar
it,
with
I
that
just
one.
thought of something. That Turner, if he turned that double play, they don't get the insurance from.
I don't know that if a good throw would have got him.
That's true.
It'd be close, but
Could have been.
you never know.
Let it go. All right, Trey.
Now, does that jersey have the ad on it?
Which one?
The one you're wearing?
No.
Jesus.
No.
Well, they had yesterday was Aaron Nola Jersey Day for fans 14 and under, and they had the IBX on the jersey, and they were talking about it on the broadcast about.
Well, were they the ones that were the promotion? Was it the IBX?
I don't know.
Because I got news for you. The game I went to a couple weeks ago, I was kind of twisted. Oh, sorry, Trey. It was kids opening day, so it was more than a few weeks ago, I guess. And Doc Bressler is like, you know, he's got a big like dentist practice he advertises. It was the Doc Bressler's kids opening day beanie. Beanie was awesome. It was an adult sized beanie.
Yeah.
Couldn't get one. Couldn't get one.
There's a lot of times where the kids 14 and under get something.
Yeah.
But my question is somebody, if you get to buy a jersey, do you want the ad on the jersey?
No,
Who caught that? You catch that?
right into the suite.
Yeah.
Clearwater.
Yeah, those are prime time seats.
Give it
up
to the
there.
young girl.
It's hard to get the ball up when you're up in those seats.
Yeah.
Yep. So the Nola jerseys yesterday, they had the IBX on them. But like, if you go to the store
They
to
had
go
to be-
buy a
they-
jersey,
They had to be the communist promoting because I remember like even when we were like kids growing up, you used to go to the vet and you would be like the MAB paints rain slicker, and it would have the big MAB thing on the chest. But I don't.
but if you went to the store to buy a jersey,
I don't.
do you want the IBX on the sleeve?
No, definitely not.
You're
But
like
to your point,
you're a jersey guy. What do you think? Like,
I
is
wouldn't
it
mind
less
it.
authentic?
No, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, yes or no, it doesn't matter to me.
Is it less authentic if it doesn't have the?
well, I wonder if it's the authentic game jersey. It has to have the
Yeah, because they're
because like
giving
you
them
know,
out.
I mean, this is my Cassidy jersey, but it's not like an authentic.
No, but like the jersey yesterday was a Nola.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was like a T. It was an actual button-up jersey
it had.
for
They
14
had
and under.
I'm guessing they had to be the sponsor.
I wonder if you could.
It was probably presented by.
I think like the sponsored ones, like they're giving out free, will have.
yeah, like Doc Bressler had a Doc
Yeah.
Bressler patch on
Yeah.
the hat. Man, some of those promos back in the day.
2 balls.
The
2
MAV
strikes.
Paints was a good pull by you, though.
Oh,
Awful.
Fudgesicles.
Oh for 5.
Yes, it was an Independence Blue Cross Aaron Nola replica
Yeah,
jersey.
so they're gonna have.
There you have it.
There you go. That's an awful.
2-2, and you're swinging at them.
I'll take
your
Paul
face.
George. I'll take Paul George over that swing right
Wow. Oh,
there. That's so
brutal.
bad. It's so bad right there. I mean, Paul
Oh.
George, at least I don't have to watch him because he's hurt half the time. I have to watch him be bad.
Oh, come on, Bryce.
And even when he's 4 for 4, all 4 hits have like no significance to the game.
Pretty good numbers against Miller.
Setting up nice for these next 2 to get on and Casty to come up.
No, it's 0-2.
I know you're nervous about that situation.
No, I'm excited. I'm hitting that. I'm going to hit the live.
I just want Schwarber to
Hard.
keep the streak alive. At this point, I need Schwarber to get that streak alive. Asking Harper to do everything here, Turner.
It's a big spot. I mean, dude, to get a 3-hit game is not for the faint of heart. He's already got 2. Miller looks like he stole that jersey from a kid. Looks way small. Speaking of jerseys.
He's wearing it, that's for sure.
Oh, no.
Good
Wow.
pitch. Great
Bad bats.
Wow.
Start at the top of the 9th. That's $600 million, by the way, that just struck out at a pitch in his face and then struck out looking.
Great
I mean,
pitch.
how do you take that with 2 strikes?
Yeah, and how does he think it's not a strike?
Yeah. I mean, dude.
It's right there, right on the corner.
It's
It's a
bad.
beautiful pitch.
This could be a solo bomb right here. I'd live bet it if I were you.
For bomb right here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bunting.
Who else?
What are we
And
doing?
What? Wait,
Why
what?
is he squaring?
What?
He's doing what all the idiot fans say all the time. The third baseman's playing all the way up, just put it down the left side every time.
Just trying to keep the streak alive.
Is he aware there's 2 outs?
Got on base. He handed it over to Casty.
Oh! Oh, no! No, that makes it even worse. And you just... Oh,
I think if you were watching the show,
Oh,
you
You
would have
just
said, I should have live bet it.
damn.
Hey,
Oh,
I try to make people money. Jeff in Ocean City, if you're watching, I know you listen.
Well, that was too quick. It was the second pitch.
oh, God.
That was the most obvious solo homer, period.
Dude,
you know
he
Castellanos is going to come up and crap his pants right
He
here.
just fake bunted it. He just fake bunted.
Just fake bunted. Wow. Schwarber.
Hey, I aim to please.
It's a great call by you, Gill. It's
Oh,
a great call.
Oh, yeah. Wow. And we couldn't get one of the $300 million men on base, huh?
Nope. Well, they wouldn't have been a home run. Oh, Casty!
Ah, no, come on.
Casty. Nobody on base for Casty. He'll double. I thought bet a double right here.
Come on.
Oh, come on. He's going to hit a double. There's nobody on. There's no pressure.
Oh, it's
Oh.
inches. Inches.
All you need.
There's no live bet right now for Casty. Oh, he sets the table. Casty.
What I say?
Uh-oh.
No pressure.
you
Just
know-
get home base. I don't have to drive anybody in.
No, you know what this means, boys?
Oh, man.
It's a Bomer homer.
Oh.
Bomer's not
I
up.
bet.
We're going back to it.
It's not Bohm up. It's real
No,
Muto.
Ramuto's up.
I knew Cassie was getting hit there. I thought he doubled, but single's fine. There's no pressure on there. You get on base. You don't have to knock anybody in.
Well, I'm going advance. I'm going with the Bomer homer again.
What if he doesn't get up? You get.
Hey, it cancels the
Oh, they're pinch running for Cassie.
Oh, I would too. Hip flexor.
Guy who's just coming back from a hamstring injury.
They may be hoping he gets hurt again.
Right? He's going to come up late, coming around second base. Ball's going to get hit into the corner. He's going to come around third. Ah! Ah!
Means Rojas could have a couple more bats.
These guys are giving Miller support. They're like, hey, man, Schwarber can't bat again. So just keep throwing strikes. It'll be fine.
No, they're like, yo, you're the only guy in the league that gives a fastball to Castellanos.
Oh boy,
JT.
don't go anywhere.
I think we need to. Who can edit that part of the thing? There?
Cut it out. Hey.
I had a premonition.
Oh,
Solo Bob versus Schwarber. Real moot though. It's a shame that he's got such a nice, like, short little.
That's
Hey,
Homer!
Do you like it?
Homer!
Do you like it?
I laid it. It's in right here. Laid it in. A little bit of dust.
A little less odds this time.
Plus 2,800.
Wow.
Plus 2,800 for the Bomer Homer. The streak's got to end at some point.
Call them the Fightins.
Single ties the ball game, Bomer.
What happened to the?
You got to change it up, I guess.
It's New Year.
I think. Okay, here's
No,
a
stop.
controversial question: does Bryson Stott need to change his walk-up music?
No.
No.
It's now iconic.
Yeah, when you're at the stadium.
Everyone sings it. You can't change it. Can't change it now. It is now stuck with
It's
him the rest
legit
of
the
his
only
career.
reason that song is popular.
I've never heard it anywhere else.
No, you're right.
I've added it to a playlist. Matter of fact, I have the Phillies walk-up music playlist. See if it's like any good. And I got news for you. It's really not. Like you're like,
I said the other day I was talking about this. Trey Turner been on the team now for 3 years. He's made such a little impact. I don't even know what his walk-up song is.
So I love that Cassie changed his walk-up music to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I heard "Beat It" the other. See, I know that Castellanos did. Turner, he's been on the team for 3 years. I don't know what his walk-up song is.
Yeah.
All right, boom.
Here it is, baby. It's Boom.
2 out, 2 on.
Be the hero, kid. Oh, Boomer's No Homer.
No Homer now.
No Homer. We'll take it.
Go.
Our first on the porch. We might be having a walk-off.
Shelby Miller. Wow.
Hey, if you're watching right now, hit the subscribe button because you're watching some fun right here.
Oh, man. We'll have to heat up the pizzeria 203 pepperoni.
Might have some extra.
Might need it.
Hey,
Oh, man.
everybody hit the retweet button.
Wow, man. Subscribe.
Let's go.
You're watching on X. Hit retweet.
Look at the smile for Boomer. Look at him. Oh, man. JT having PT.
Little stop magic.
Oh,
This game's over, by the way. Stop coming up right here.
come on. We got JT having flashbacks of bad decisions at third base.
Look at that kid back there. Boom, boom.
Shelby Miller.
Boom, 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 beat him.
Man, trying to find the answers.
Tough.
Oh,
Wasn't he with the Cardinals, the starting pitcher? Just the same Shelby Miller?
That I cannot definitively say.
I think.
You'd have to fact check me if I said yes. I wouldn't know.
I kind of want to see this.
It's a little shift. How about a little drop bunt over there? Look at that. Look at Suarez. Way off the
No
back.
punting. No punting, Doug.
Way off the back. Oh, and it's not good. And in 9.
Who's coming in to pitch?
Not going to end in 9. Taiwan Walker. Here he comes.
See, what's it called yesterday?
22
Mainland.
total hits.
Joe Smith must have laid down 8 bunts in that game yesterday.
Oh, God.
Shout out to Joe. They my buddy's his assistant coach, and he said, I said, you gotta want to bunt. He said, dude, we bunted for like 6 times. He's like, the pitcher was rattled. He had no idea what to do.
Yeah, he was with the Cardinals. Yes.
Same Shelby Miller.
You just keep pushing the pressure, man. We talk about
He's
all the
like,
time.
dude, nobody knows how to can't field it. I was laughing. Because I saw the game it was 2-0 Northern Burlington, and then they tied it 2-2. And then I saw either Kevin Minnick or Mike McGarry tweet like Mainland's like going on a bunt spree, and I was like, Jesus, I can't even imagine what's happening right now.
My whole thing is
they must have bunted like 4 or 5 times in the inning.
Yeah.
But at this point, you see a Joe Smith coach team on your schedule for the week ahead. You don't think like we're going to practice defending the bunt here, guys. You don't do that? I mean, it's the most ludicrous thing I can ever imagine.
Well, listen, I don't know why more teams don't bunt themselves. It's
If you can get it down, you have guys that can bunt. You should do it.
well, you know what? And I've been
It's a
to
walk
Joe.
on.
I've been to Joe's practices, and he's been to my practices, and I've talked to a lot. We had a bunting station for the entire 2 hours. Every day, you just bunt in a circle, bunt, and the kids are hating it. Like, I'm bunting all day.
Yeah.
Guess what? You can't hit.
Yeah.
You got to be able to bunt.
You gotta be able to bunt.
Well, the other part is you can always make a contest out of it. Like, I've done that at my practices.
Yeah.
You lay
we
out
put
lines.
buckets.
Yeah.
Get it in the
Target.
bucket. You don't have to
fun
run.
with it. Yeah.
No, we always, if you bunt it in the bucket, everybody else has to run. You don't have to. Stuff like that.
A 2-inning appearance for Alvarado.
2 innings from Jose.
Well, what did the Mets do today?
Jose.
That's a good question, but
My phone's about to like.
so I
You need a chart?
I guess
Oh,
it's
grab my,
because it's an off day.
Okay,
tomorrow.
I'll grab it. Oh, they played the night game tonight, the Mets.
So this is this off day.
Oh, yeah, the Phillies have an off day tomorrow.
Porch is out in center.
Oh, for
Kepler's in left.
Right. No, Kepler to right.
Right.
It's Castellanos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Wow. Just on the porch in person.
Put it all. Yeah.
What a game.
7-1. People thought, you know what? They're going to leave the stadium early. But no. 7-1 game becomes an 8-8 affair. How many people left this game early because it was miserable weather? What do you think? 7-1? When you got into the 7th, are you leaving?
No.
Lots of people probably did.
If I'm paying the money to go, I'm staying the whole time.
Yeah.
That's me. I don't want to leave.
I mean, I just like being in the ballpark. I'll stay there 10-0. I don't care.
It could be an empty stadium. I like.
Yeah.
I'll stay an hour after the game's over, too, and let everybody get out of the – I don't have any rush to get out of the ballpark. People are like, let's go.
Sit in that live casino parking nightmare. That's probably bad for me to say, huh?
What?
The parking situation is brutal.
Why is that bad to say?
That's just it.
It's awful. It's the worst. I don't understand how by now they haven't perfected how to get people in and out of that
I don't
place.
know.
Ever since they built the casino there, it's been like a nightmare.
It's been way before the casino. The casino, actually, I park there all the time. It's easy to get out quicker, but getting in and out of that ballpark is a nightmare.
Big swing.
And
Alvarado.
it's Phillies games, Eagles games, every night. Getting in and out. You think they have games there every night of the week. They can't figure out how to get a clear, quick.
I mean, heck, they even started this game an hour late today because of the Broad Street run.
What's that have to do with the parking?
Well, because I'm assuming everything down in South Philly. Oh, man, he gave up a hit.
I mean,
Runner on second base. Here comes the throw.
Schwarber with the gun. Oh, it. Damn.
Schwarber
Nobody could catch it on a hop today.
coming up big.
Jeez.
He's had a couple nice plays. I mean, he had that one in the very beginning. He made the double a single.
Turner's
And
playing
then
way
his
over.
one,
That was a
just, the team has played it.
short hopped them.
yeah.
It's like, it's a no man's land. Oh, God.
Oh.
He went down too early trying to put the tag on. It's a heck of a play by Schwarber, considering he's not back there every day.
Yeah. 9-8.
The runner on second, though. That's
Nobody
rough.
out.
So if Alvarado has more than 20 pitches, he's not coming out for this inning. But since he was under that, they're letting him run one.
Probably. And they have an off day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Man. Come on, man. Fight all the way back and then just have the
give it
wheels
right
fall off
back.
the bus.
Giving it right back.
Well, this is again this. You got a runner in scoring position, and your catcher's doing the straight leg instead of the fundamental old school drop and blocker routine. I just boggles my mind. I can understand you're trying to save your legs or your knees, but at this potential spot in the game, this is where you need to be. Like, that's terrible. You can't move from that spot.
Yeah, I don't know how in the major league level these guys have allowed the catcher to set up like that.
Like I said, I'll give it to him. Nobody on, whatever the case may be. But, tie ball game, late in the game, runners in scoring position. I mean, you got to block. You're not picking anything.
All right, need this one right here.
Alvarado looking in.
Jose Alvarado. Good pitch. Could chase that. Up in the zone.
It's kind of the Alamo. I'm assuming they're letting him. Oh, we got an arm. Hernandez.
Carlos Hernandez.
He was the guy that I guess many anticipated might have got moved. Once
It was funny. So they put Ruiz on the injured list with a sore neck, and after Hernandez hit the home run, gave up the home run last night, I said, I wonder if it was Hernandez the Phillies wish had the sore neck.
Yeah. His neck might have hurt when it was snapping his neck back, looking at the ball going over the wall.
Popped it up off the hands.
Again, another
Full count.
Tough spot. Nobody out. Runner at third. Got to get a strikeout here.
Pop up in the infield.
Well, that'll play too. Very peaceful out here on the porch right now.
It's quiet. Everyone's like locked in.
Yeah. Just can't believe we've gotten this far.
Yeah.
Consider where this game started.
Jeez. 3-2 pitch. In the dirt. Walked Gurriel. Oh, man. First and third.
It's making it very difficult. I don't know what the live line, money line bet is right now, but oh man, it can't be favorable for the Fightins.
Jolie Flanagan's box chiming in. Into the stream.
Anything productive?
No. Just saying hello.
There we go.
Howdy. Come on, man.
So
Now
we're running the risk that Hernandez gets brought in with the bases loaded and nobody out. That's not an ideal situation.
nope. They playing for two up middle, or are they getting the out at home here?
That's a good pitch.
Oh. Oof.
He's not happy about that non-call.
Alvarado, come on. Looks like Turner's in.
Well, was the other night.
Yep.
Loaded the bases, nobody out, then came up with 3 strikeouts.
Those are 4 for 7. Runner scoring position.
That
today.
ball's
Right to him. Come on, Schwarber.
All right.
No, they didn't.
Oh,
Oh,
what happened?
sack flied on him.
Why did he throw it?
He figured that maybe he'd get the runner at second base trying to tag up on the throw. I thought he was going to.
Yeah, but you throw the ball to the cutoff, man.
Yeah.
That's lack of
10-8 now.
It's lack of reps.
I
Did the
was
guy,
ready to come up and run like
Yeah, well, that was weird.
That's just a line drive.
line drive right to him?
Yeah, that ball wasn't hit deep enough to really.
No.
There's your 30 pitches.
Jeez.
Here comes Hernandez.
Hernandez had that glove when he was with the Royals and was like, this blue's close enough.
Yeah, it was. Keep going.
That was weird. Like,
All
the ball was hit a screamer right at him. You would think that he wouldn't have had.
throwing.
Yeah, or that he wouldn't have had enough ability to tag up and get back.
And he had a running start just
But
so
that-
you don't. Yeah, I don't know.
That's where communication is key. Someone's got to be yelling to him where he's going to go with the baseball.
I mean, you got to know where to throw it yourself.
In that situation,
I mean, come on.
how does he know?
That's
I'm
old.
going home all the way.
That's the old.
Everyone wants to
Hey,
come.
what am I going to do if the ball's hit to me?
On a line drive, though, I don't think that's one.
Chime
you think.
in.
You don't think that the runner's going on a line drive?
Let us know what you think.
Yeah, but it's the play's right in front of him. It's not like it's a surprise. He looks up and sees, like, hey, I'm shooting 4. He's hit his cutoff, man. The ball is hit right at you.
He's not.
You did your job. Now your job is to get the ball back into the infield. You hit the cutoff, man. He hesitated for some
Runners
reason.
at first and third on a line drive. You're thinking you're putting the ball back to the middle of the infield because you don't think the guy's running. I think it probably caught him by surprise when he peeked over.
Yeah, but you're missing my point.
Running.
You're hitting the cutoff man. The cutoff man will be able to get the guy. That's why the guy at second wouldn't go, because you would be hitting the cutoff man. The cutoff man is situated between the mound and third base. The third baseman becomes the cutoff man. So you're throwing straight for him.
I don't know.
That ball's hit on the line right to you. You're coming up. You're throwing to the cutoff man at third.
Runners at first.
At the very least.
At the very least, no, not even quite. That's where you're throwing the ball, because that guy's catching the ball. The guy from first, if he's going to second, the cutoff man's right there. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
I would like to have seen a wide angle of why because he looked like he pumped it and almost was like the cutoff man wasn't there. Like he was coming up throwing and was like, the guy's not there.
But like you're coming up throwing a home as hard as you can, because the cutoff could just let it go home if the runner's going. Yeah. You have a shot
right,
to get
that's
home.
the point.
I agree.
To the cutoff man.
Yes, 100%.
That ball's stroked.
Jeez. First pitch.
I mean, come on. This guy Hernandez.
Yeah, he's
one of these guys that was 98, and you're like, oh man, he's got a live arm. He looks, and he just can't get anybody out.
Yeah, the ball doesn't move. That's a flat fastball, 98. I mean, that was effortless. This is, man, just brutal. 7-1, come all the way back, and then just watch it melt away like a snow cone. Where are we at in the lineup?
Probably 5. Well, after Castellanos, so Bohm was up.
I'm not going to trust the graphics today.
It was after Bohm.
It was after Bohm.
Stott makes the last. Stott ground out. So it should be 7, 8, 9.
So it'll be
Wilson,
Kepler. No.
Yeah, Kepler's still in.
Yeah, Wilson, Kepler.
Oh, Marsh went in for Castellanos.
And
Kepler hit for Rojas. So it's probably
Turner.
If it's 8, 9, 1. Oh, he hit him.
Oh yeah, right on the elbow.
Oh man,
Still only 1 out.
Let's check it out.
Jeez.
Ooh, that hit his hand. Oh, his wrist.
Wrist
So
area.
To be Wilson, Kepler, Turner.
8, 9, 1.
Still around.
You got to stop the bleeding on this, though.
That's a good pitch.
See, they're playing the infield in here.
Yeah, see, I'm playing the corners
Probably
up.
corners up. I think Perdermo's fast and he's a left-handed hitter.
Well, they got Turner dead middle of the field, so that's like the so-called not illegal shift, but it still is a shift.
I think he's on the right side of the bag.
Yeah, he's pinched pretty good.
Oh, you go.
Nope. Man,
that's what the umpire did.
yeah, he's like,
Perdermo going with the Camden High arm band. Does Camden High have a baseball team?
they do. They do. There's a happy family that they stayed the length of the game.
Oh, this guy Perdermo, he's got the purple and gold. Oh, did he go?
He got him.
Did they say he went? No.
Oh, he held up.
That's pretty good. From a holding standpoint, that's probably one of the better
Chopping
ones
out
I've
his-
seen.
Jeez.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Like, what's the occasion with the purple and the gold? What's that for, I wonder? Matches nothing.
Yeah, no, and their uniforms usually that maroon. It's like a LSU Tiger or something.
Good question.
Legally, can they even wear that?
Oh, these guys wear all different colors now.
Yeah, not the NFL, where it's the no fun league.
Yeah.
Oh, just walked in a run.
Oh my god. The wheels on the bus just have fallen off. We had a chance, and now people are ready to.
Now they're ready to hit for the exits.
They're gonna be like, I gotta get out of this parking lot. I'm not gonna sit there forever.
They're showing all the people's faces.
That lady
disgusted.
That lady was 35 when she first came into the game today.
Nope. He was not a
I know LSU Tiger.
no, he was an international free agent.
So then the purple, there's no MLB team that has purple. Do they have like a City Connect purple shirt or something?
Yeah, but not purple and yellow.
Actually, yes, their original unis were purple.
Yeah, but they didn't have yellow though, right?
No. They did have purple.
Yeah, it was purple, white, and
Gold, like a gold.
yeah, wasn't that when they won the World Series? That was their colors.
Yeah.
The pinstripes.
You a fan of the pinstripes?
I love the pinstripes. Love the pinstripes.
I like the pennies. I grew up playing baseball in Galway, or red and white, so we played with the red pins.
Red pennies.
But the lettering has to be done the right way, because I've seen some bad pinstripes that have the letters across, and it's ugly.
Oh my god. Another full count.
Dude.
The reason why this guy live arm, no command.
Yeah, like, this should pretty much be his last appearance.
Imagine all these guys out there throw 95, 96, 97, 98.
You got Corbin.
Just
Got him.
command it.
Got Corbin Carroll.
He's really dipped from his rookie year.
Rookie year to now.
Sophomore slump.
He had a down year last year. He's been fine this year, but nowhere near
Lately he's been decent, but nowhere near
Not-
here.
that first year. Oh, Taiwan Walker getting warm.
The Taiwan Walker Show.
There you go.
Popped it up.
We're out of it, but
Schwarbs.
There you go. 2 hands. That's how you teach them.
all
right.
down at
Down
3. Get a runner on second base.
According to the graphic, Wilson, Kepler, Turner.
Graphic is correct.
Don't trust it just yet.
We'll see when we get back. I think you have 3 runs right there.
Oh my lord.
Ugh. On the porch, going to extras today.
For the maiden voyage. A
Jeez.
3-hour and 23-minute ball game, which is not common in the MLB anymore.
Pitch clock?
Yeah.
How with that pitch clock?
So they gotta.
Bone came through finally, too.
He did. He's smiling ear to ear. Then the oil started leaking out of the bullpen.
Yep.
So Stott will be at second. And then they got to go to work. I am kind of in the camp of try to get the leadoff batter on. So you got 2 men on first and second.
Yep.
And then take your chances, especially being down 3. You're down 2, down 1.
If Turner goes 0 for 6 today.
Oh,
0 for 6. That's an ugly number. Ugly for anybody.
well,
But
especially
for you get
in
paid
the spots
that
that he came up.
big spots.
Yeah.
Fell apart.
Yeah. Bottom of the lineup. It's done their job. I feel good about Kepler. If Wilson can get on, you got to feel good about Kepler.
Jalen Beeks. Lefty.
Left-handed stuff. Not their closer, though, which is good. So,
Ginkle. Who was the other guy that had Seawald a couple years ago?
Seawald, yeah, Paul Seawald.
Yeah, God, forgot about Seawald.
Here comes decided to come out on the base paths.
There's another guy. Seawald, Ginkle. They had one other guy that year that just shut you down.
Here's Wilson.
Just take a deep breath,
On
Wes.
base. Just
All right.
on base.
I always wonder with like these lefties, like Tanner Banks, this guy here. These guys, like, what separates how that they get noticed? I mean, none of them throw like more than like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
They're just like, this guy's got a weird.
Get guys out.
That guy he pumped it up there 94. He's got a weird. He hides the ball pretty well. This
Yeah.
guy, jeez.
Wilson's got to be looking these in until he gets a strike. Come on. He's taking all the way.
Oh,
hit.
base hit. We got first and third.
Station to station baseball right now. 3-run homer ties it.
Kepler.
Maxie Doodles.
Kepler. Looking for a little lefty on lefty crime.
Got no moves left to make here. Anybody left? Marshawn, I guess, is the only guy left.
Wow.
This guy's not a. He seems to be a little bit more over the top lefty, though.
Yeah.
Massive spot for Turner.
Come
When he
on.
comes up.
Keep your cool, Kep. Oh, Kepler, did he get it? No.
I'll get one.
Scores-
I'll get
scores
one. 11-9. 11-9.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Trey Turner.
Tie run to the plate.
Little power?
They got the top of the order up.
Little power?
That's where you got to earn that billion.
The heck with what Rob Thompson said?
What's between his ears right now? Going up there 0 for 5, having a rough
2
day.
Ks.
Bad day in the field, bad day at the plate. It's almost
That's on strike.
guaranteed that this is the spot that you're like, yeah, there's no chance. So he should.
That's not a strike.
Murphy's
Missed it, babe.
Law.
I called the Shorebird bomb.
He did.
Cashed the ticket. He didn't play it, but he called it.
It's in the dirt.
And it there. He got hosed on the first call, by the way. But when you're 0 for 5 and struggling a bit, that's what happens.
Crazy, right?
His Beaks.
All right.
One spot, Trey.
One.
Oh my God. He wanted to swing
know.
that. He actually
He
was
was
like,
loading up.
I'll take the ball low in the zone. It's like a roll it
Loading
over.
up. Oh, man.
Dude, you got to be thinking, I'm not taking the bat out of Harper's hand here. So, Trey, just one spot. That's the only one you're swinging it.
Oh. Ball 3.
I still find it amazing that the TVs somehow synced up.
Yeah.
The world.
They were like
no.
3 seconds off before.
Chromecast. I feel like I'm in a Best Buy showroom right now. Which picture's a little bit clearer?
Back.
Get out of play.
That's a hanger and banger pitch right there.
Uh,
Jeez.
yeah, we got multiple TVs going. We got the ring
Set
light.
up.
Yeah, this light is right in my face.
You're the star. Right there.
We got the
Think Beeks has ever been in this situation before?
not chance.
At CBP.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
Which
How
is,
did he hit that off the end of the bat?
dude,
What happened to this guy? This guy was the best player in the world in those games.
Yeah.
Jeez. And he turned into that guy. Corkscrewing a pitch against
dude,
Beeks.
when he was in the World Baseball, he was in the World Baseball Classic. I was like so.
Oh
jazzed.
my God.
I was like, oh my God, like this guy's gonna be in our lineup every day. Fucking shit on Trey. Here he comes.
Occasionally, the bullying works.
No doubles defense, though. Station to station. Now you're setting up for another Casty opportunity. We know how that's going to go. That ball was pretty good, but they're playing no doubles on that. Look at this guy. He's playing that on the
warning track.
Come on, Trey.
Finally, 6th at bat of the day.
6 ABs.
Get it.
1 for 5.
Get it.
1 for 6. Sorry.
Oh, here he comes.
Here's
Could be a walk-off. Right?
Here he is.
Beak says.
Oh, God.
God, I want to hear T-Mac right now.
Oh, God.
95.
Jeez.
Little gas.
Yeah,
Start
Beaks.
him
I don't know, boys. It might be a little grab the DraftKings, go with the line.
out.
Well, that kind of swing.
Career versus Jalen Beeks for Harper. They showed on the broadcast.
Darth
1 for
Vader
4.
can't even bear to look.
Oh, hands.
Nope. It's going to move 2 up.
All right.
1 up.
First and third. Did anybody move? Oh, there's
Oh, God.
Hang it in
Wouldn't
back.
that be nice? Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
What was your crazy prediction earlier today?
He'd have a web gem.
Yeah. Well,
Didn't happen.
you know who's
He
not.
almost
You know who's not on deck. Casty's not on deck.
Yeah,
No.
he's out.
He's out of the game.
Yeah, he's out of the
Took him
game.
out. No.
This
If
is
I'd probably walk him and go to Marsh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, why wouldn't you? It's right, but I'm still like, oh no.
I mean, you're loading the bases, but
I know it's
still.
lefty on lefty, but it's Schwarber.
Yeah, I'm not throwing at him.
I'm not throwing it.
That's what I'm saying. Marsh is on deck.
Oh God.
Yeah, put him on. He's 2 for 2 in his career with a walk against Beeks.
Dude, we don't even have any more. We don't really have any other bats. We got
Oh.
Marlon.
Yeah. Marchand's the only
Yeah.
bat left.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I would almost. I mean, you don't want to. I mean, you're loading the bases. You're putting the winning runs at the plate. So.
Oh.
Oh.
That was up. Yeah, I'm shocked that they're even pitching to this guy. Like, I mean, maybe you're not going to intentionally walk him, but why even come close to the zone? Look, that girl behind is in distress.
Nope.
In the dirt. 2-2, 2 outs.
I mean, you're at 2 strikes.
2
on him.
runners
I
on.
wouldn't throw him
Down 2.
anything near the plate at this point. See if he chases something out of the zone.
2 runners on, 2 outs.
I mean, you're not
2
getting
balls,
anywhere
2
close to the
strikes.
zone here.
Down 2.
This guy's like, no,
No.
I don't want to throw anything near the plate.
Oh,
Threw a strike. Jeez.
Was that a mistake?
I don't know.
got lucky
Some
there.
gutsy pitch by this guy.
Jeez.
Man, I got rally hats all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Nope.
In the dirt, full count.
I thought you'd get a plethora of those.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is this where Marsh gets a standing ovation if he comes up? like Trey Turner.
Yeah.
Anybody left to hit for Marsh? I mean, Marchand's a right.
Oh.
He's a switch hitter.
Well, you don't have anything left at this point.
No.
So, I mean, if that's you figure it out. I mean, you still,
Yo, if you tie it, Taiwan Walker's coming in.
yeah,
I mean, can't let Marsh hit
All
here,
right.
can you?
the craziest Sunday lineup
Wow.
ever. Oh, that's the
Right
game.
First base.
Wow. What an ending.
Ah,
Damn.
Well,
well, it was a fun one on the porch for the first one.
it's a valiant effort. That's for sure.
First one on the porch.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, they fought hard. They came back. It was an entertaining game. 4 for 5 for Paterno. How about that?
Yeah.
4 hits,
Jeez.
career high.
Yeah.
A couple steals, 3 ribbies, 2 runs.
Amazing performance from a leadoff hitter, unlike ours.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks to everybody who watched and hung with us for the whole day today on the
It's
porch.
fun.
Check back when we're going to do this again.
Pizzeria 203.
And yes, thanks to Bob, Pizzeria 203 in Vineland. The pizza was outstanding, New Haven style. check them out at Pizzeria 203. Where are they on Main Street out there?
Yeah, or Main Road, right up there on the corner of
Main
Oak.
Road. They don't call it Main Street and Violent. It's Main Road.
No, we have Landis Avenue. It's still not even a street.
Still no streets there.
So check them out there. Thanks again, Pizzeria 203, for hooking us up with the pies for On the Porch on this Sunday. We'll do it again, and we will let you know when we're back on the porch. For Nick and Doug, I'm Mike. See you, everybody.
Yeah.